Wake up for Cyber Lunch.
Welcome back, Cyberbots. We have a very special guest this week. Coming back again for seconds, our very good friend Mark.
Hello.
Grace us with his presence once again.
I'll say special, not very special. Very special would be like Gwen Stefani or something.
Good to see your face. And we welcome back your fantastic beard.
Thanks, buddy. Good to be here.
It's been an eventful.
Thank you for having me back.
No problem. It's been an eventful weekend for us at the lunch table, and we're so happy we can gather around and talk about Mario Tennis Aces, as well as some of our favorite arcade sports titles from yesterday. I saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I know. Just hold aside comments for now. It's fresh in my mind. I have some thoughts I'd like to share. Justin and I went on a hot bro date, and I need to catch up.
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago.
It was a couple weeks ago for the hype on the newer horror movie called Hereditary. We will not spoil anything.
Supposed to be the scariest movie I've seen all year.
Yeah. We got that one. And there's a Friday the 13th lawsuit. And next Friday, Jason comes out of Camp Crystal Lake once again to kill
your dreams.
Yeah, your dreams.
Of any more fun.
Thanks for sticking around, Cyberbots. We love you. I'm Daryl.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Mark.
Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a weekly podcast that deals with the nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives through growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests today.
Absolutely.
And our favorite music,
guest,
movies, video games, and television shows of the past and today.
Hello.
Welcome.
What cobwebs? What rust?
Welcome.
It's like a well-oiled machine in here.
I know.
It's because it's so hot in here. That's why it's all oiled with our sweat. Yeah. If you hear background noise, it's a fan, so
we can't help it. We were not going to suffer through this. No.
It's much better already, though.
Dude, it's 6 o'clock.
I guess it is.
Here we are. It's that time
Let's
again.
just mute that.
Did she do that when I was gone?
I leave my laptop on in the kitchen table, and the robot will speak to me. I'm just like playing video games. It's 8 o'clock. It's like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
Almost time for bed.
Why does
it do that?
It's a setting on there. Yeah,
I think it's for like people who are blind or something. Or
I think. Well, I guess
it's one of those
close enough for me
settings. I think.
That reminds me. Sorry, side tangent.
No, go ahead.
So I work at a pizza restaurant, and one of our hosts seated these blind girls a couple weeks ago.
Oh no!
And then just gave them regular menus. Like we have braille menus.
Oh no!
Were they
apparently blind, like wearing sunglasses?
Yeah, no, they had the glasses, and the cane, and everything.
Were they singing
How about this?
Georgia?
We have pizza. We have pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
We have sausage pizza.
Well, they don't though.
We
they
have pepperoni
everything.
and sausage pizza.
Well,
then say
all the stuff.
What are they going to ask for? Do you think like lavender pizza or something that they're going to be like, oh no, we don't have that.
You never know.
You've never had lavender pizza.
No,
we have carrots on one of our pizzas right now.
Carrots?
I would try that.
Oh,
hey, I eat broccoli in my pizza.
I don't know about that.
One quick thing I want to ask you is the baked potato pizza an actual pizza?
Yes, it is, and it's delicious.
No, I disagree with you.
Is it like a loaded baked potato
try
thing?
it. Yeah, it's like,
I've had it.
It's
many
potatoes, cheddar cheese, tomatoes, broccoli, bacon.
I bet you that'd be
Do you
good.
actually prepare a potato and put it on top of the pizza?
Yeah, we we make mashed potatoes, and then we put garlic butter down, and then we put the potatoes on top of the butter, and then throw the other shit on there.
Starch.
Well, what
It's
do you
a lot of
want?
starch,
It's
but
pizza.
it's delicious.
You know what would be kind of good on that maybe? If you made the crust like they make potato pancakes.
Latkes?
I only prefer
What about pineapple?
banana pancakes in the morning.
Were you guys
Pineapple
on
would
the
not be good on the
pineapple
baked
fence?
potato.
Pineapple's
No,
not on
any
any
pizza.
pizza. Fuck out of here.
Any-
We're not
Your
getting into
opinion
this.
is not fucking valid on that
He
subject.
just agreed with me. That's two.
I don't mind pineapple on pizza.
So we're 2 for 2 here.
All right, at least we're all on the same opposite sides. Let's split this pit up.
I feel like
and
I'm going to
see
be on
what
the
can
only
happen.
side of this wall, especially with Jake, but I tried one of those cauliflower crust pizzas the
Yuck.
other day. I put so much stuff on there and loaded it with sauce that it was crunchy. I
Really?
baked it for 45 minutes.
Did you buy it from the grocery store?
I bought it at Costco.
I've had mashed potato or mashed
wasn't bad.
cauliflower, like mashed potatoes, but cauliflower though. It was good as hell.
I don't even like a big cauliflower guy.
good.
It's just
I saw a billboard for zucchini noodles.
No.
No, stop that.
I've had those too,
I have
man.
too. They're disgusting.
Zucchini is a horrible, worthless piece of shit.
I'm not a big
plant.
squash
I just discovered
person.
yellow fruit or the yellow jacket that the vegans eat or substitute for meat. It's fucking huge. It looks like
jackfruit.
That's what it is. Yellow jacket fruit. Yellow card fruit.
It's like it's very. I've heard
it's a fucking Ocean Avenue of fruit.
Eat this pizza.
Yeah.
I heard it's like a shreddy, kind of like a shredded pork, shredded beef kind of.
No, it's not at all.
I said consistency.
I wonder what it smells like. It probably smells like a fucking hipster's armpit.
Yeah.
You didn't eat one?
You get past that, Daryl.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, once you start eating it all makes sense after you start being
Kathleen Kennedy asshole everywhere, and we'll just see where it gets. Sorry.
First times a vegetarian ever cooked for me, it was eggplant, and
That's not bad. Like eggplant parmesan.
No,
I can do that.
No, it's like having squash.
So it's like somebody tricked me.
Thank you.
Somebody tricked me. I didn't know it was eggplant. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. What is it? Eggplant?
That's how it is, and you're like, well, you season it good enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't just get. Can I have meat instead? Like, I'll eat the meat. If you don't want to eat it and you're vegan and stuff, fucking more power to you. But I will eat it.
That's more meat for the rest of us.
Right.
Daryl made us a pretty good meal yesterday.
Thank you.
Him and his.
That was really good.
I was at a death metal show and I had a cattle decap shirt on. And this dude came up to me, he's just like, I'm a vegetarian, but I love cattle decapitation. I said, I love cattle decapitation, but I'll eat the fuck out of a steak.
Yeah. How about this? Why would you feel
they're probably vegans anyway.
Why do they feel the need to walk up to you and say that? Like, who gives a shit?
Because he liked my shirt. It's a unique thing.
I'm a vegan, though. How about I like your shirt?
Why are you?
There's always a
twisting
preach.
him up.
No, there's always a preach in the beginning of that. It's freaking makes me laugh.
At the beginning of each episode. Yeah. Welcome back. Speaking of things that we ate, we saw cake last night. Sorry, Mark. Nice. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That happened to me, man. I was at work.
Dude, it's summer.
I was old. I was at work one night and some guy decided not to sand these frames and he sprayed them. You could go up with your fingernail and just scratch the paint right off. So we had to go through 20 different frames and scrape them all off, resand them, then recoat them. And I had tickets for Thy Art Is Murder and a couple other bands at the Skyway Theater. And they made me stay all night, and I missed it. Yeah. I had to eat my ticket, and I told them that I was going to charge them an extra hour because they made me eat my ticket. Oh, I did.
And they are going to pay that?
Yeah. They gave me the next day off, too, so I guess...
Well, thank you. I have nothing planned.
What comes around goes around, or what goes around comes around.
The concert was yesterday, but thanks. Yeah. Have you ever seen Cake?
No.
Dude, no, that was the thing. Is like we've been trying to see them because they never come here. Let alone
like we talked about it when they played at the in St. Paul. Was that 5-6 years ago?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Like is that the Taste of Minnesota?
I think
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they do.
Yeah, they're just weird.
Yeah,
they
just play like these weird little festival things.
It was fun, man. That was one of my things I've always wanted to see. And I was telling Justin when we were walking away from there, I was like, I saw those guys play most of those songs live on Letterman like 10 years ago, and now now I'm watching
probably more than that.
Well, you know what I mean. And now I'm actually being able to see.
I know the lead vocalist was born in '64. Wow, so really? He's like 53.
Yeah, he's in his 50s.
Still not that old though, man.
He's not that old. I'm just saying, like,
they look the same.
Yeah. No. He had a little gray in his beard. He did remind me of the lead vocalist of the Acacia Strain, which is an obscure metal band, but they look like they could be brothers. It was kind of weird for me. I didn't know. I don't know. I don't really research the names of or the faces of the people. I just listen to music. Right. You know.
He was Eric from Tim and Eric.
Oh, Eric Wareheim. Yeah.
Or that guy with the really weird big nose. He's this huge giant comedian. You know, you've seen him. He always has a beard, but he's bald, and he kind of looks like
Daniel Stern.
Yes. He kind of looked like that.
Stern. I gotta look that up.
That's exactly who it is.
Daniel Stern?
Yeah.
Daniel.
It's in
Daniel, come here, darling.
Yeah, he was the guy in Home Alone. He's Harry.
The tall one, yeah.
No, wrong guy. This guy's like really fat, and he's always played the nerd, but he has this really crazy voice, like when he gets all excited.
Bobcat Goldthwait?
No.
Is he the guy on the couch from Half Baked?
Bruce Valanche?
No, not Bruce Valanche. Kind of looks like him though, but like a bigger Bruce Valanche. He looks really
Hollywood Squares.
God, I can't remember. I'm trying to even think of what he was in the last thing I saw him, so I could just look him up. I'll figure it out.
We went to the Basilica Block Party. It was apparently an event that was mainly funded the restoration of one of the oldest basilica churches in the entire nation. If you didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Right here in Minneapolis.
Right here in Minneapolis. It said something about supporting God, so you should buy a ticket. Yet, you know what the funny thing about that is? I know it's that's okay, whatever. But that they cap people as far as like how much you can afford. Like you pay $300, now you can get like the great clips, the great clips area right up front.
Yeah.
Or you have AC bathrooms.
Stage where those people were. I was like, how the hell did you bought a ticket. I see.
That's like, why you got the
we were in a better spot than they were.
He got us up there.
I have to give credit to Daryl. I did not want to push through people, but we didn't. We like snaked through and we got like right up there. And it was nice. I was telling Mark, I was taller than 98% of the people at that fucking place. That
was nice for you.
It was really weird. I felt like I was at like a Bible camp or something at first. Like a bunch of little people around me. I was like, I don't know. They all looked at us weird. I felt like we stood out. There was only 4 of us. And I felt like we were in a
it didn't
weird
help that
spot.
All these. This is when Bournes was on, which is basically.
Bournes is like Michael Jackson's cousin.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. You couldn't tell if he was a dude or a chick.
Thank you.
I was down with it until he talked. I'm like, don't talk, dude. Just freaking keep going.
I didn't mind.
There was 2 songs that I really like of theirs, though, that I didn't know.
The thing that I was arguing with Betsy about today is that what's the difference between him and death metal? Because I can't understand a fucking word he says anyway, so what doesn't matter? It's all... He's more rhythm than anything when he's like... I'm like, I can't. That's all I hear. That's all I heard the whole time. And she's like, well, I liked it. It was fun. It was fun to dance to. I'm just like, yeah, well, it's also fun to fuck people up in a pit. Yeah. So that's just my personal thing.
I was telling Justin that his bass player and keyboard lady looked like she just got out of work at Applebee's and had to rush over. She was like wearing
put her hair up.
Yeah, put her hair up. Just put on sunglasses and was just like paying the bass. But she had all black on. Looked like she should have had an apron.
Like literally, they could have played a backtrack and just faked the whole thing.
Yeah, I think the drummer was, because I don't think the drummer was real.
You specifically said that the drummer's rhythm was off. And I'm like, I think that's right.
Like, I don't think so, man.
You never know.
They pulled a total million vanilli. What was nice about Cake, though, is the sun went down.
Fuck yeah, it was perfect, man.
It was perfect weather.
Backdrop. I didn't get on to about 9.
No.
8:50.
I wish he wouldn't have spent so much time dicking around and talking and played more tunes. Like, they didn't play Turn the Screws. They didn't play Comfort Eagle.
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to hit on the negatives. Yeah, so it's kind of like he was just
I heard they didn't play Wheels either.
No.
Yeah.
They
didn't play doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
People were getting mad at me because I was hooping and hollering too loud.
Daryl was pretending it was...
well, like I said, I felt like we were at like a place where maybe we didn't fit in. I think this was for like the Catholic.
You mean high school?
That are like, oh, this is the biggest party.
Well, yeah, it was high school.
Well, that's fucking high school.
Then it was like
all
weird. The old Catholic stoners came in, and
it was good though. Man, it was fun, and like I said, that backdrop of the stage, it was all downtown. It was freaking beautiful.
Yeah, you can see the skyline. Cool.
Yeah, it was so sick.
I wish they spent
beautiful weather.
Less time giving away a dumb tree and playing their music.
Yeah, to some dude bro too,
and making some joke to himself about how people split up really easily, like if you divide them in groups. He's like, yeah, fuck these guys, right? And then they goes over the other side.
I thought he was going to create the wall of death. Like, I've been to too many death metal concerts. I'm like, oh, fuck. He's going to fucking open this pit up. I want you to create what we call the Red Sea, the parting of the Red Sea. And on my command, smash into each other.
Audience interaction and how you do it.
Yeah.
And that's how they
That's
do
not
it.
my kind of cheap concert.
What do you guys think about the couple Third Eye Blind songs that we got to see?
Yeah,
dude, I was kind of sad that I missed that because they sounded good too.
We didn't get up there, but you could hear it.
Yep, we heard like their last 1 or 2 songs we heard, but that was good.
Yeah,
like we heard, we were trying to find them, and it was like, holy shit, they're already playing. Like it was like we just got there, and they literally were playing.
What time did you guys get there?
5.
Yeah, 5:30.
Yeah.
It was
took an Uber down there,
and then we had to go through like 4 different lines to get 3 different types of tickets to get you your 1 beer.
Yeah, dude, that was ridiculous.
I don't get why they do that. Take my money, give me a beer. It's that simple. I don't want to go stand in a line.
I understand wristbands.
I get that.
Wristbands and tickets.
Well, I think because there were so many underage people, they probably had to go around a bunch of hoops just to get alcohol.
I suppose.
I'm assuming. But
being in the city,
there was a bunch of, oh my God, I heard that about 15,000 times when I walked through there. It's like, oh, yay. But then it was fun. Then it ended up being fun. The crowd that came in with cake and stuff was pretty cool, except for that dude behind Daryl. Yeah. He liked me. We had a great time. But he didn't like Daryl for some reason.
He didn't like Daryl.
That's all right.
I had my side eye on him the whole time.
There was a dude standing behind you during Bournes. He had some Nike hat on. It was like Augsburg or something with a Nike hat on.
Oh, those guys are dicks.
And he was like standing right behind you, like looking down. Like, no offense about your height. I wasn't trying to say that. But he was like looking down at you, like, and he was like standing right behind you. I was just waiting for him to do something.
Maybe everybody wants to try and take you, man. Maybe they think you look like a good challenge. Like, that's like a good guy. I could maybe try and kick his ass.
I wanted him to.
Yeah, I know.
I know, and I didn't want you to.
I'm just like, let's go.
It'd have been the state fair all over again for no reason whatsoever.
Maybe
no
cross
reason.
paths in a death metal pit.
Could be.
I'd like to.
He's looking for revenge.
Yeah, the 60-year-old baby boomer with a gold earring is going to meet you in the death metal pit.
Maybe he found the man who had a showdown with his father.
I thought he wanted to kiss you, maybe.
Maybe. I let him give me a little tickle.
Is that why you got mad? Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Kisses.
But it was a great show. I wish you could have been there, Mark. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sorry. They're going to come back unless they die. So who knows?
No, they seem like they're doing good.
For the
as long
most
as the
part.
singer's there.
He just doesn't seem like he really gives a shit.
No. Especially the way you sang
But they've
Frank Sinatra.
Well, they've been doing it for so long, though.
Wait, that's your fucking job.
I know, but
I
still.
wonder how much they cost.
The guitar player was cool. I like him.
Like, how much is it to book cake?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what we were talking about. Do you think they got 10 grand for that?
Dude,
At least.
Easily.
You think
That's
so?
what I said.
Easily.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Think about it.
Way more than that.
For a 4-pack
so?
of tickets, it was $275.
That's true. But it's going to the church in quotes, too.
No, it's not. A substantial amount's going to go to the band because they're the talent that's going to perform that night. So I'd say
There's so much over. I mean, the only thing that was
70-30.
free is the volunteers.
70-30, and then they're going to give...
Yeah, the church will make all their money off of
Yep, and then
food and alcohol
the
sales.
church will take 10% of whatever
Funny.
they made off of merch, and then they're going to also take a majority of whatever they made off of...
Speaking
Alcohol.
Of merch, do you guys like my cake shirt?
I do like that shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
alcohol and food. So they made their money last night, regardless. At least it wasn't raining.
No, it's beautiful.
It says rain or shine right on those tickets.
It was
sucks.
weird that drone was flying above us the entire time.
Yeah.
Is it like a
I remember
security
that when I went
drone?
to-
Or
When I went to
I
one
think
of
they
your
were
block
recording
parties,
shit, I think.
when you guys
Even
did
the
the
kicks
block
said
party 2 years ago and Harmar was there, I remember there was a drone there, and I was like, that was like
I
the
think
first
that was
drone
actually
I'd
one of
ever
our
seen.
drivers. Like, he owns a drone and was like doing video for
He was
us.
hauling ass in it too. He'd like go around the block and come back and be like, "Holy shit!" And it was like
I think the cake
watch
guy-
dogs and shit.
The kick guy even said, he's like, everything is great tonight except for that fucking scary thing up there. He's like, what
and
the
then
hell
it
is
was-
that? He's
And
like,
then it started like doing little tricks,
Yeah.
and, like doing little wheelies and stuff.
I was walking my dog a couple months ago, and like I had my headphones on, so I couldn't really hear what was going on around me. But he just starts like freaking out and like looking behind me. And I turn around, there's this guy with a drone. He's just like walking behind me on the path in this park, and he did not like that at all. Like, he was like trying to get as far away from that fucking thing as he could.
oh, yeah, probably.
Funny.
Even dogs know better.
Yeah.
And we're just like, yeah, I'll buy one. They're $200.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a crappy one.
Yeah, it works, though. I've seen them on your cell phone. You can fly them around with your cell phone.
Was it
and
worth
shit.
the money? The experience?
I think so.
It was
100%.
beautiful.
I've been waiting my whole life to see that. So.
Me too. I was happy to do it with you guys, too. That was cool.
I know, for
It was
sure.
awesome. Yeah. And it, like I said, it was perfect. It was not too hot. It wasn't too cold. Breeze would come by every once in a while. We were kind of jammed in, but
Yeah,
it was
no,
it was good.
Really nice out yesterday.
It was good. But for like
It has been really
when we
nice.
walked away, the garbage on the ground. Like, I felt bad having my beer can was on the ground, and we walked away.
Well, what
I'm
do you,
like,
what do you have
Jesus.
to do though? I mean, they don't really. They kind
what
of tie your
happens.
hands.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose they can just sweep that shit out. It's probably super
Oh,
easy
fuck.
to clean that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Pay all
probably
those
made
homeless
money off the
people,
aluminum too.
Like $7 to sweep all that shit up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's all volunteer work, man.
Yeah, everybody at
yeah.
church is a volunteer.
True, too.
Except for those food trucks. That was cool to have food trucks down there.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I wish I'd eaten something. And not,
That building is pretty impressive when you're standing next to it looking
I
at it.
It's a
remember
nice
being in
piece of
there as a-
architecture, that's for sure.
Yeah.
like a field trip as a
That's
kid.
the oldest one, really? One of the
One
oldest.
of
One of.
It's not the only thing standing erect in that church. All right, on to the next subject.
Wow.
That's a good one. I like that one. That was a good one.
Oh, God. Anyways,
Can you maybe, is it Satan? Anyway,
Satin.
Satan.
Satin.
It was great. I had a blast. It was a perfect day. It was one of those good days off.
It was.
Yeah, good food, good booze.
You guys got to play a little Mario Tennis.
A little bit.
I don't know if you're a huge Nintendo fan, Mark. You're more of an Xbox guy.
Theoretically, yes, but I don't own any Nintendo platforms.
That's okay.
I'm right there with you.
That's how
man.
they
That's me.
get you. That's how they're
I
still
mean, I do
around.
own an
is everybody-
N64,
well,
but
everybody's
that's about
you know,
it. I know.
everyone's
No, I have a
kind of
Wii.
Did you play the Mario Tennis for N64?
I played Mario Tennis for the Virtua Boy.
Virtual.
Wow.
I remember that. Oh man,
I
that
saw
brings
one
me
at-
back, dude.
I saw one at Southdale at that video game place I was telling you about. They had
Really?
a virtual
Did they
boy
give
there.
you a fucking another pair of eyes after it burns out your retinas?
No, they go in and you have to perform.
With your robot legs.
They have to give you a frontal lobotomy just to play that thing so you don't have a stroke when you're
You gotta
looking
hire
through.
Cannibal Corpse to give you an ice pick lobotomy.
Could be. Through the eye, right through your tear duct.
It's not even listed there.
It's not.
It isn't. Well, they probably want to forget that thing ever
Well,
existed.
wouldn't it technically be?
Maybe it wasn't even called Mario Tennis.
No, there was a
No, it was
game.
tennis,
It
though. I
had
remember
I know
that.
there was a tennis
Wario-
game, but like maybe they
Wario,
technically don't
Peach.
consider it part of the series or whatever.
That's true. It was.
Oh, here it is.
There he is.
Mario's tennis.
Mario's tennis.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember
the
looking in there the
first.
first
The
time and I was like,
first.
wow, this is cool. And all of a sudden, like, why does my head hurt? All of a sudden,
1995.
Dude,
some reason
the
I have a-
64 one though, man. That one was cold.
that was my shit right there. Yeah.
I have a very vivid memory of that Virtua Boy one. I was at a Blockbuster with my mom renting The Nutty Professor on VHS. And they had a display set up right after it came out, and I put my eyes up to it and played a whole game. And I remember the controller stayed stationary.
Yep.
Like, I don't, maybe that's just the way it was for the display at the
Yeah, I
time,
remember
but
those kind of things. Yep.
I was blown away. I'm like, can I,
don't
get
think I
one?
ever played
No.
Virtual Boy. What did
It's like,
Virtual
thank
Boy-
God.
What did it look like?
It's vector graphics, red
it was
red
iPad.
Yeah,
scan
it's just like
lines.
red wireframe graphics.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was that eyepiece. You look into it like you were looking into it like a virtual reality goggles, but it was
Yeah.
just on a stand.
Like
you
a
had
tripod.
a controller, and
Yeah.
it was just red vector graphics that went back and forth, but it had
Pull it up.
depth too.
Pull it up.
Yeah. That was their biggest flop. Nintendo's biggest flop.
It's too early for that kind of stuff, man.
I think so.
No, it's just poorly made.
Well, it's-
Horrible. Yeah, there
God,
it is.
look at that
I know that's so
controller.
sick looking though. As a kid, or not a kid, I was
Looks
like,
like
17 when that came out. Look at that thing. I was just like, that looks so sick.
oh,
Oh Jesus. Red Alert,
Oh, those graphics
God,
are
yeah, I played that fucking game too.
stellar, dude.
Galactic Pinball. Look at how bad that is.
Oh,
that's
that's an
awful.
eyesore.
Oh, it's all red, and it's just like blaze red too. It's like
And there's no
fluorescent.
definition.
Yeah, what do you can't even see nothing. There it is.
Mario's
There we go,
tennis.
There we go.
I remember that. And
That
the
one was
ball,
decent. It
Yeah,
was
that was
decent.
probably the best looking game.
Yeah, but the ball blinks the
I had fun
entire
with- I
time.
had fun with it.
Well, you probably lose it otherwise.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know,
Space
you know,
squash.
some fucking hippie was taking shrooms playing Tetris with the Virtual Boy, just like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that baseball game ain't bad, man.
I guess for the time. When did that come out? I want
What
to
is
say
Mario
94.
Clash?
It was 94. Yeah.
It looked like a 3D adventure.
Jack Bros. I remember that. I remember that game.
I remember also this other game called Jack Me Bros.
That's something else. Dude.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah, weird. Golf.
Oh,
Golf.
just golf.
95. Ooh, look at that.
They don't even actually show any moving pictures
No.
from golf. It's just
Just one dude after he swung.
Wario Land. I remember that. I played that.
The only good ones are the Nintendo produced titles. Everything else looks like garbage.
I kind of want one
Force.
now. Just
I wonder.
because.
Yeah, Daryl, maybe you can get on a bidding war on one.
Yeah,
Been any
I'm
even
actually
bidding wars?
in a bidding war right now for Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 3
I forgot to tell you that.
to
part.
import it from Japan
why?
because
They don't sell it here.
they don't sell it here.
Okay. What system is it for?
PS4.
Okay. When did it come out?
I want to say it came out last year.
Oh,
I know
wow.
that there's some mod for VR only where you can get nude women. Apparently,
Of course.
yeah, I know.
Don't hear about that on
March
frickin'
24th. Oh, it
CNN
came
video.
out 2 years ago.
I don't know why
Yeah.
he's grilling you on your purchasing of this because we put about 2,700
Yeah, no.
hours.
The first one.
It's like middle school.
boob physics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Hitomi was my girl.
Plus, it was good gameplay too.
The
It was-
volleyball
it was
was,
fun.
good. It was
Yeah.
good.
It was. It's like
That's
it's
like
like
saying-
Mario Tennis. It's like I wouldn't play a volleyball or a tennis game, but you got me.
I feel
Yeah.
like we're trying to
Yeah,
rationalize.
you've put enough like
Playboy has good
trappings
articles.
around.
Like,
Well,
it
now
was-
they do because they don't have any tits.
Well, that's
in
true.
Playboy anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
I heard they're gonna come back.
Yeah, I heard
Hugh
that it's
Hefner's
coming
son's
back.
gonna turn.
Yeah,
it
because they're
around.
not selling anything because nobody gives
He's
a
like,
shit.
well, I want more money.
Here, duh.
Dad didn't leave me enough.
Duh. The first time I heard that, I'm like, either that's not real or it's just like a PR stunt to boost something.
I think it was real. It just didn't work.
No, I'm saying, how do you make that decision like that? Like, what are you talking about? I don't get it.
I hope I get that game.
What else were you bidding on? I thought there was something else.
When, how long?
Oh.
How much longer do you have?
I have 1 day and 8 hours.
How much
left.
is it up to?
41.
You got it, man.
Did you
No,
do
it
the
went-
bid or does he have it? Still?
No, so what happened was it was at $20 and I went right to 40. It just fucked everyone
Daryl
on.
doubled it.
yeah.
I just fucked
Double it.
I see your raise. Double it.
I do not care. And then somebody raised it to 41 and then I got all hot yesterday when I was drinking like, oh, fuck him. I'm going to up it. You know what I mean? And then Betsy was like, just chill.
This guy's just like,
Just wait until the very end. 'Cause
in exactly 2 days, I'm going to see some magical breasts.
honestly, if you wanted to, you could just go to Pornhub and it's got the mod on there.
Yeah, that's what normal people would do.
I guess.
But
I don't know if that's what normal.
I
Yeah,
know.
normal
Yeah,
people
I just thought about that as soon as I said that.
Honestly, I've never imported a game, so maybe that's part of my intrigue.
Sure.
And it'll play, huh?
You gotta have the experience.
You gotta have the experience, and plus I got 2 controllers, so I think it'd be fun to have a couple buddies over and just mash on it for a little while.
Sure.
Wait, play the game. Play the game.
Each other.
Yeah. No.
While playing.
Mash each other.
It's like that buddy's like, hey, you want to come over and watch porn or something?
Let's shave our chests together and play DOAX 3. Eat the hair after.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you guys ever play the Playboy Mansion game? It was like the Sims.
Oh my
with the
God.
Playboy Mansion.
That.
Yeah, like I think you like
Xbox.
played as Hef, right?
Yeah, I was like a young half. It was
Yeah,
basically a house simulator, house and business simulator.
Yeah, like you're like running the Playboy Empire, but then you're like also like trying to get head in the grotto and like nail chicks in the shower. I'm like, what the fuck game is this?
It's called The Man Show.
What about
Yeah, more
Yeah,
or
right.
less.
what about Leisure Suit Larry games? You ever played?
Yeah, I mean,
I remember I rented that, and there was this little pink sticker.
the height of misogyny.
Pretty
Yeah,
much. There was
right.
this little pink sticker on the game that said 18, must be 18 or older. And I was with my
So-
dad, and he didn't read it the whole way, and I was able to rent it. I was like, oh my God, there's
You got
boobs
Carl to
in
rent
game.
that for you?
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think I've ever played Leisure Suit Larry.
it's terrible.
Oh,
It is terrible.
It
They
is
started making
absolute
those, like-
garbage.
It's not good.
Like back in like the DOS days, they're like little side scroll.
No, I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever
I was
played
talking
it.
about Magna Cum Laude from the original Xbox.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Too.
Yeah.
Well, Duke Nukem's kind of the height of misogyny in my
Yeah.
opinion.
that was actually
exactly.
a shooter though too.
Yeah, but it's just violence. It's just a celebration of everything,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
vulgar. But
masculinity.
I love Duke Nukem.
Balls of steel. Balls of
Hey
steel.
guys.
I can see my dick from here.
Yeah. You're throwing poop. As soon as I started throwing poop around a bathroom, I'm like, shaking my head like, wow.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
I know.
But Mario Tennis, though, me and Justin played for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think
it's
To,
very
to
complex.
have that come out screeching around back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, how did?
Well, I know there was an iteration that came out on Wii U not too long ago, and it hit face first. It was a major flop. One thing that I kind of got down on this game is that you can't have your own local tournaments with friends.
That's true.
That's bullshit.
that's lame.
I tried to play online
lame.
a tournament and just got wrecked
Yeah.
by like probably 5-year-olds that I just don't know. I rage quit after about
They're all
4
overseas,
matches.
too.
Oh yeah, and they're all from Japan.
Just whooping your ass.
So I think if I got back into it, it'd be fun. But I don't like the Joy-Con controller, man.
I don't either.
For playing that thing, I need to get it. I would get a pro.
What's
yeah,
the
the
last
thing is
good
I don't
Nintendo
think
controller?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the last good Nintendo controller?
Wow, that's tough.
I'm saying the N64, and I don't care what you say.
And
That
that
thing
one
was
sucks.
comfy as hell. Right, but it was comfortable to use.
Once you got used to it.
Yeah.
Would you count the 3DS as a controller?
No.
No.
Well, it has buttons on it,
Sure.
It's a handheld system. It's not.
but is
But it's
it a controller?
handheld.
No.
No.
Technically, it is because
It's its own thing.
how do you control it without buttons?
I mean, the buttons.
Mind
It's like
blown.
an
I feel like
all-
we've
No,
entered
that's-
its own.
it's a different
It's like
thing.
saying
Everything
an
is
all-in-one
integrated into
computer's not a
one.
computer.
Because I'd say that was the most comfortable because I bought this adapter that went on the first edition 3DS, and it just made it much bigger. Like it felt like a controller instead of like this tiny little console that I was trying to play Mario Kart on. I
talking
guess
about
Super
Mario
Nintendo.
Tennis
Super
Ultra
Nintendo is
Smash?
the greatest Nintendo controller of all
I like the
time.
Nintendo 64 controller, man.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Especially for shooters and stuff like Resident Evil 4 on that thing.
Yeah, now go back and try to play fucking
No, I know.
GoldenEye or Turok.
Dude,
Good
I used to
luck.
play
I always use the
1080.
C
luck.
buttons to move around.
I know, that's what I mean.
True.
But as a kid, it like blew my mind a little bit, and even today, it probably wouldn't feel very intuitive.
No, it's horrible.
You have
I'm
to
just saying,
adjust
once
back.
you learned it, though, it was very comfy in the hand. Like it felt with the trigger down here. Remember the Z button or whatever that was, the
Yep,
trigger?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you had the stick right above it. It was almost like using a Joy-Con on the one hand.
I think for its
not
time-
the Joy-Con, but the Wii Con or whatever the hell that thing was called.
the
For,
Wii
for
remote?
its time,
Yeah.
it definitely
For its time.
paved the way. Yeah.
And you know, in essence, Nintendo's always been a toy company. They've always tried to
True.
be niche in whatever they're doing, and they haven't really cared about graphics so much as like doing something
That's
different.
true.
So you have like the Wii, so you have the motion controls, and then now we have the Joy-Con where it's an integration of
Labo.
Labo. I forgot about that, and I think a lot of other people did on top of that. But
Did that come out now?
It's out,
god,
yeah, I've seen
it's
that
been
Target.
out for a long time. Yeah,
Have you seen that? Like their box building thing?
No.
so it's cardboard, pretty much.
It's basically
and
like a Minecraft make your own games.
in real life.
You like build your own accessory kits.
Why don't you pull it up and show them? Ultra Smash was what came out on
That's
Wii
what I
U.
was trying to say, yeah.
that flopped real hard. I don't really know why. I guess there just wasn't much to that game, honestly. But Mario Tennis Aces, I'm happy with it. There's a couple other. It's pretty intense as far as like trying to learn everything and different like shots and techniques, and it's not a shallow game in general. But I've had fun playing it, but I feel like I have to play with friends.
Yeah.
Like there is an adventure mode where it's like, hit this object, or you got to fight an AI or something like that. Some of it's creative, but at the same time, I get bored. Like it puts me to sleep. It's like playing golf, I guess.
What is that?
No, Mario Tennis.
Oh, well, yeah.
Any sports game.
You know what I want him to come back with is Mario Strikers, though, the soccer game.
I never cared for that.
Oh, my God.
It just wasn't my thing.
I'm really surprised they haven't with how big soccer is right now.
What is this?
This is
is
Labo,
called
dude.
Nintendo Labo.
Labo?
I don't.
It's labor intensive?
Lame-o.
Lame-o.
It's for kids.
The robot one looked cool. I don't know, I see Jake sitting here playing that fishing one in his bedroom, or in his living room.
On the turlet.
How is that thing
Yeah.
moving around?
A series of string and rubber bands. Essentially, it's just really.
The engineering is amazing on it, but
Yeah, this
It's
one
thick
looks cool,
cardboard,
this
and it
robot.
uses the gyroscopes within
Oh,
the
that
actual
robot thing looks cool.
Yeah, but for a guy like our size, it
No.
wouldn't work. You'd have to be.
Well, and it's
made for
cardboard.
children or a
How
child.
fast is it going to fall apart if a kid's using it?
Not only that, but your dog could get into it. Your cat could get into it. I mean,
You
that's
just
just
get
the way
water
it
on
is.
it or something, or yeah.
I say to traditional games, which by the way, I played Curse of the Moon, Bloodstain, where they took the assets from the old Castlevania
Castlevania.
games.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I'm sorry.
ass hats.
Assets. I love it. I think it's really fun. It reminds me of a 2D Bloodborne, which I guess you just, as far as the enemies and everything else goes, I know we're going all over the place. but
I'm excited for the actual new Castlevania game. What's that called? Coming out?
Bloodstained.
Is it
isn't
Bloodstained? No, it's better graphics though. It's like the high res one. This one was like the little DLC thing to start everybody off and get everybody excited about. But
Is it episodic?
no, this is just like in the meantime, they made this game. I don't think it's called Bloodstained. What the hell is it called? Maybe it is Curse, because there's Curse of the... Which is the one you got?
Yeah, the 2D Curse of the Moon.
Okay, then there's another one that's Curse of something. And it's like actual legit big full game.
I heard that season 2 is coming out on Netflix soon too.
What's that?
Of
Castlevania.
Castlevania.
About time. Well, I suppose it takes some forever.
I can't wait.
I still got
That was sick. Did you
you
see
see that
that?
one?
I haven't seen that.
You should. Do yourself a favor. It's not that long.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, what's it, 4
6.
episodes?
Yeah, 4
Four
episodes,
six.
half hour a piece, but
Yep.
they're brutal.
And all hand drawn
Super
too,
good.
hand animated.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really pretty looking. Well,
Yeah. You guys are all fans of Jurassic Park. Did you see the new one?
No.
No one other than
I'm
me.
fans of Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah, no, I'm with Jake.
All I have to
One
say,
and- I'll do
I'm not
one
gonna.
and two.
I don't want to dwell on this for a long time, but Jurassic World was far lamer than this new one. That's
Really?
all I'm gonna say. I hated the two protagonists from the Jurassic World, the two kids. The
Yeah.
young kid
I
was a
forgot
terrible
about-
actor. The older one, he was just playing his role. I guess whoever wrote that character, I didn't care
Yeah.
for it. The little hamster pods, like whatever.
Yeah.
And then the whole movie together, it's just like, okay, you're now training raptors and you're trying
Yeah.
to do this and that. There are elements of that in this new movie, but at the same time, I feel like it did what the original Jurassic World didn't do right in some respects. There's a couple of Kathleen Kennedy moments where you eye roll and it's just like, okay, well, that's fucking stupid. But the biggest thing that pissed me off about that movie was all the fucking parents bringing their toddlers to the movie.
Oh,
I'm not kidding.
yeah.
There were 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds sitting behind me.
well, that's a PG-13 movie there, so
I can't really say, man. We've
People
already
were doing
talked
that with
about
the original Jurassic Park, though, too.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you're fucking kicking your seat and like
Yeah.
crying
yeah,
and
yeah.
doing shit like that. And Tom Segura, have you ever heard of him?
Yes.
yeah, the comedian.
He's got a bit. It's called "Some People Suck." He said that if you bring a baby to a movie, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, you are.
You are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He said he went to a movie one time. I don't want to dwell on it too long, but he went to a movie one time. And he heard a baby, and he went out and talked to the manager, and he's like, "Hey, there's a baby in the movie. What are you gonna do about it?" And the manager shrugged his shoulders, and be like, "Some people suck."
That's true.
And it's like, oh, well, you can't even argue with that,
Yep.
But other than that,
I mean, even just seeing this trailer that we're watching right now, I could care less.
yeah, but it gave me some feels. There were some awesome throwbacks from like the OG. Before I went to this movie,
Are you talking about Jeff Goldblum?
Not only Jeff Goldblum, but just like little nods here and there.
I'll tell you what, it does have my lady in it though.
I don't like her at all.
I like her a lot.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard. I like her. I don't like her as a person because I don't know her, but
I'm starting to have a severe
She's a good
distaste
actress.
for Chris Pratt.
well,
Yeah,
he
you
just
getting
does everything.
overloaded a little bit.
I'm way overloaded on him. Plus, he just plays such a fucking cheese queef of a character.
Well, he plays the same character all the time.
Yeah.
His Andy
He
character.
is who he is.
What's awesome
Yeah.
about this movie alone is the dinosaur fights.
I've heard that.
Pretty
Well,
cool.
I hope.
I can't
Okay.
argue that.
I like dinosaur fights.
So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be more of the same at Jurassic World. That thing's badass. But anyways, there's a couple good twists. I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much. I think it's worth a watch.
It just looks bad though. It
Looks
doesn't
like there's plenty of good CGI.
I'll rent it. I'll get to that red box for sure.
I don't know. If
I mean,
you can
it's
if you
always
can
dinosaurs.
experience it with
That's terrifying.
if you can experience it with like a true like movie theater, you know, like
Sure.
what am I trying to say?
The sound.
Like
The-
yeah,
the
exactly.
spectacle.
That's the spectacle of the whole thing. Like you hear the T-Rex boom boom, and then you see a T-Rex and you're just kind of like, all right,
here he
that's my
is.
boy.
That scene right there is what that
Yeah, with
freaks
that
me
big-
out with the
that
surfers.
big
I don't know. I mean,
alligator
I
in
guess
that
I saw
surf wave.
Ocean's 8, so.
Oh, yeah, you've been seeing a lot of movies
that
too
was
lately,
not
too.
good at all.
Oh, duh.
I mean,
Go
was
Was
ahead.
it Ghostbusters of Ocean's 11?
I never saw that Ghostbusters, so
I won't
That's
ever
okay.
see that movie.
Yes, Goldblum.
I missed that part.
anyway,
I went to
yeah.
go put more butter
What
on
made-
my popcorn,
And it was
I
done.
missed
Oh,
Goldblum.
you missed Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
Oh,
That sucks.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, I ate a lot of popcorn during
What
this
made you
movie.
go see Ocean's 8?
It was my friend's birthday, and she wanted to see it, and like we all knew it was going to be terrible, but
Oh, okay.
we went.
Low expectations. Sometimes those are fun movies.
Yeah.
Like I remember we went and saw the first G.I. Joe, and I'm like, this is gonna suck. I can't wait for this to be done.
Channing Tatum.
And I had a blast.
It was entertaining, though.
I was
Yeah.
like, this was so fun. It was the complete opposite of going to see
No,
Batman
I mean,
Superman
like-
with Jake again.
It wasn't like
Hey
I knew
man,
that was gonna suck, and it did again.
that's your fault. You didn't bring me with the first time. You know that I was the only person that wanted to see that movie. The rest of the people could care less.
Who was that?
Batman Superman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
And he went and saw us with somebody else. I'm like, dude. Yeah. I was like, you guys didn't freaking call me.
I think it was a Friday night and you had to work the next day.
I
And
doubt
we had
it.
nothing to do. No, it
I
was.
think
doubt
you were
it.
out of town.
I was
Yeah.
not out of town. When it was the last time I was ever able to go out of
Well,
town?
when did Batman Superman come out?
it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 years ago. That's probably.
Yeah.
Nope, still couldn't afford to go out of town. I'm pretty sure I was here. Well, it doesn't matter.
2 years ago, I think.
Didn't you see something else recently? I feel like you've been
I
asking me to go to a bunch of
saw
movies.
Ocean's 8. What else did I see? I mean, I've seen Avengers twice.
As have I.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't like it the second time.
I was
not,
in a different
not that I
theater.
didn't
Really?
like it.
I liked it more the
but
second time.
I felt like maybe it was just a theater sound. Like I'm such a huge sound guy when it comes to the theater, and if it's not loud enough, it just kind of like takes away. Like on Jake's birthday, we all went and saw it in IMAX, so maybe that's why. Like I went to the AMC in Coon Rapids, and I just felt
That's what I
like-
did too. And it was just okay. But like, it was
Yeah.
still a great movie, but it didn't. It was the screen was smaller. It didn't have the punch for
Sure.
sound and everything
Yeah.
else.
No.
Like, but still, if it at home experience, I can't wait till that comes out in Blu-ray because I'll be watching that a lot.
All I have to say is, if you're a Jurassic Park fan, this may kill the series
me.
for you. That is you.
Oh,
But at the same time, I guess I had to let go of some things and just
you love
appreciate.
something.
Yeah, exactly. Like there was the one thing I will spoil is there's a nod. You remember in the beginning of Jurassic Park when Sam Neill and his girlfriend at the time saw the Brontosaurus, the long neck,
Yeah.
for the first time. They kind of have that. So when they come back to Jurassic World, everything's all fucked up and broken or whatever, and Bryce Dallas Howard's running like a deal to like save the dinosaurs and try to like relocate them. That's all I'll spoil. But when they get out of the truck, there's one walking by, just like the first movie. So kind of stuff like that.
Dude, that scene gave me chills, man.
Yeah, I know.
remember that.
And
The original
thing-
Jurassic Park blew my fucking face
I know.
off when
And
I
it
saw that.
still
in the theater.
does.
So
yeah.
So when I
I
saw,
wish I'd seen that in the theater.
Oh my god! I think I saw it 8 or 9 times. I think back then.
Well, dude, I was 7, so you
Yeah.
must have been. Daryl was
I was
not even born
it
yet.
came out in 93, right?
4.
94.
Okay, yeah.
When I rewatched it this
I-
morning,
I would have been 8. You're
Yeah.
older. You're older than me.
94. I was 17.
Oh, yeah, I would have been 9.
I didn't rewatch the whole thing, but that scene in particular, I said to Betsy, I was like, you know, if I was a paleontologist or an anthropologist or whatever the hell, Don't you think you would have cried your eyes out seeing something so magnificent like that?
I think anybody would cry their eyes out.
Dude, that gave me chills, man.
So in the newer movie, the chick that like saw the dinosaur the first time, like kind of went into tears, like got emotional, like holy shit, like this is actually real. I know that's dumb, but I felt like
loves me.
And it felt unique.
Yeah,
within the movie.
and authentic, and
Okay.
in a way, this was a reworking of their original Extinction, and I feel like this did a much better job being a Jurassic Park movie than Jurassic World was.
Ugh.
That's good. I really hated Jurassic World.
Me
Two
too. I'm
ending
right with you.
questions without trying to spoil anything. Is there a post-credit sequence?
I didn't stay.
That tells you all you need to know.
So you can't say if they left it completely open-ended for another movie in another 2 years?
With all Jurassic Park movies, there's DNA floating,
That's true.
so it doesn't
There's
matter.
supposed to be 3, right? I think he signed on for.
I didn't.
yeah, plus
I
I
didn't
think
stay
you're
because
right.
I wanted to get here.
Oh, that's right. Well, what?
Because I ended the movie at 3:40, so I figured I better get here by 4:30. Things happened, so that's why I left right away. I wasn't really thinking about an end credit sequence.
Oh, you should have said something.
Well, because it wasn't a Marvel movie, so I didn't think that there would be.
No, you should have said
I
something
have an
about
ad
starting
for this.
sooner. I didn't know you were done. I thought you were at home, just waiting around to come home. I didn't.
I'm
Come
still
on.
waiting for a continuation of the end credit sequence from 1998's Godzilla with Matthew Broderick.
I love that movie.
Was there an
actually.
end credit scene in there?
Yes,
was it?
like deep in the bowels of Madison Square Garden, there are a shitload of Godzilla eggs,
Oh, that's
And one that
right.
hatches.
and they start hatching. Yeah,
Maybe they're all face huggers. Mashup.
there we go.
Speaking of Godzilla,
I like it.
I'm gonna watch. Justin brought me Kong Skull Island. I'm gonna
good
just
movie.
watch that just to see it. I
Did you
haven't
buy
seen
that
it.
from Redbox?
But yeah, if anybody doesn't care about movie cases
Yeah, when did you?
or all that,
When could you do that?
you've
don't
been able
know.
to do it for a while, I
Yeah.
guess.
I guess that's brilliant on their part. Sell off the
DVDs,
old
I think,
shit.
are $2. Blu-rays are $4.
They sell
are
games,
10.
too.
Really? Well, I know you could. They
Yeah.
sell them because if you don't bring them back, they charge your ass. But
But yeah, I bought that, and that's a pretty good experience. But yeah, I like that movie. And yeah, like we were saying, Godzilla. I didn't know, and I was telling Mark this, and he didn't know that there's like a whole who is that? Legendary Pictures doing those.
I think so. Yeah.
They call it their MonsterVerse. They're basically want to do.
Oh, that's right. I remember like reading about that.
all
But
the Toho kaiju movies, kind of. So Godzilla was the first. I guess Kong was the second. And if you watch the post credits for this
Okay.
one,
is it Mothra?
yes,
Okay, cool.
and some.
I thought they did Mothra and Godzilla,
And
the
some.
latest.
Because the
Godzilla.
new one, the one that comes out next year, Godzilla King of the Monsters, is going to be like Godzilla beating
Godzilla, King of
Mothra,
the
Rodan,
Monsters.
and King Ghidorah, I think.
Okay, I'm down with that
Did
because
Godzilla ever shoot lasers out of his eyes?
yes,
No,
That's
his
what I-
no,
mouth.
out of his mouth.
Oh, that's right. That's
He got
right.
it from
Okay,
his
okay.
spines.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Did
to
you guys
interrupt
like? Me and Mark were saying I like the remake.
I didn't watch. The remake.
the new
I liked it
Godzilla?
until Cranston died.
I felt like a dickhead because
spoiler alert.
Whatever, dude. It's 10 years old. Who gives a
Not
shit?
10 years old. It's like 4 or 5.
Okay.
I felt like a dickhead because I'm like, oh, I bet it's Bryan Cranston in this movie. I bet he's gonna cry right away at the beginning.
Well, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know. Special
I know.
effects were cool. Show the damn monster. That's all I said about the movie. It's like, Jesus.
It was a little.
But when it paid off at the end, it was like,
Cloverfield.
yeah, pretty much. But when I think about like Pacific Rim or something like that with Godzilla, that'd be freaking.
I didn't
And
see that
there's-
new one.
I didn't either. I'll watch it eventually.
It's out.
I got
Neither did
drunk
I.
and saw the first one and fell asleep in the theater.
I like that
woke up
movie.
by
I
myself.
like the first one.
I still watch
It's
it.
cheesy, but I like
It's
it.
cheesy as fuck, but yeah,
It's Guillermo.
It's
a
Del
good
Toro.
movie.
Yeah,
It's totally Guillermo del Toro.
Maybe I should
Yeah.
rewatch it. I
Ron
don't know.
Perlman is great
Yes.
in that movie.
Charlie Day is great. I don't care what anybody
Charlie Day.
says. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kong does a good job of like those little monster fights, like you were saying.
Okay, that's what I want to
There's-
see.
It's like
Oh,
almost
yeah.
non-stop.
Good. I'll watch it.
Okay, another big monster, another big mon. Okay, but no, it's pretty good.
Yeah, the movie's good.
And it's got Samuel Jackson in it.
Yeah.
Playing Samuel Jackson.
Yep.
He's like, please.
These motherfucking monkeys.
Racist.
In general.
Have you seen anything uplifting lately, Daryl?
No, especially this movie we're going to talk about. It's not especially uplifting. It is the definition of what I would consider a slow burn. But it's also, yeah, I know. It's also probably one of the best interpretive, like real, true life horror of what a family would go through dealing with loss, struggle, grief, with a little bit of, dare I say, like a magical
Something
pinch in there.
supernatural.
Something
paranormal.
supernatural. Exactly.
Magical.
I don't know. Not in the
They're doing,
fantastical,
like, card
magical
tricks and
sense.
shit, or what?
Phantasms. and
Not
spirits.
really. I mean, So we're talking about Hereditary.
It reminded me of The Witch.
It did, and there's
Like
a
it
lot of
tried to
hype
sell itself as.
behind it.
Director, right?
Ari Aster, did he do The Witch? I'm not sure.
Let's find
I
out.
think it was.
Same producers, maybe.
He did not. It's the same
There is a
producer.
connection. I remember.
Yeah, it's the same producer, I believe.
So when the matriarch of the Graham family passes away, her daughter and grandchildren begin to unravel cryptic and increasingly terrifying secrets about their ancestry, trying to outrun the sinister fate they have inherited.
And that's like the first 10 minutes.
Pretty much.
That's not even a synopsis.
I watched the
Like,
Red
so
Letter
much
Media.
shit goes down just after that sentence.
I watched the Red Letter Media review because I'll never watch this movie. I might
should.
see it. I will eventually. I mean, but it's not one of those things where I need to
Seek
keep
out.
it quiet. And everything got spoiled for me. I was like, oh, I can see why it would be kind of creepy. But
It
after
wasn't
The
really
Witch, I'm over that kind of stuff.
It wasn't
for a while.
really. I don't know. Some of it was creepy, but
It was cold.
It was more of like a cold drama. It was weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where
I
you
don't
feel
know.
like you have to take a shower.
Kinda.
Yeah.
A little bit.
There's a
with
pivotal
some of it.
scene in the movie that I didn't know was coming and I didn't see coming. And if you got spoiled, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And it's
You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Like
pretty
they
much.
changed the game.
It's
yeah,
not an easy
like
watch.
I'm like, oh, okay.
It is reminiscent of like Rosemary's Baby and movies that you've probably
Very.
seen.
I remember saying that to him. Like, this is just Rosemary's Baby.
Pretty much movies you've seen before, but with their own twists. It's not the scariest movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's
but
not the scariest movie since The Exorcist.
No, because The Exorcist never really scared me to begin with. So
That one got me.
You should try it again.
I know.
You should watch the
I watched
extended
it.
director's
I watched it
cut,
on
too.
VHS with my mom, and I'm just like, okay, well, she, stabbed herself in the vagina with a crucifix. I'm not really.
That was in the book.
No, that happened in the movie.
I don't think they ever showed that in the movie.
extended cut, they do.
Yeah,
Well, they
I have it on VHS. So I was just like, okay, well, this is like more paranormal, dealing with demonology and all this other shit like that.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
just like,
really
meh.
different from what I thought it would be. Like with the
I
whole
thought it
like
was-
hereditary thing and the daughter, I'm like, okay, what's this going to be, like some mutant movie or some haunted kid? And it just kept switching directions.
It did constantly, but it was slow. There's a
Like
lot
The
of
Witch.
resentment, and you could tell the mother was trying to like keep shit from the family.
Yeah, Toni
and
Collette, man, holy shit! Is
She
it
did
right?
such a good job.
Damn, dude.
I can
Crazy.
see why people would be like, "This movie's dumb. There's not a lot of jump scares, so it's not scary." It's like that's
Well,
not
that's
what
why The
this
Witch
is about.
failed.
She
That's why The Witch
Pretty much.
failed.
she reminded me of the mom in the Babadook in this movie. Did you see that one?
100%.
Just like this lady who's just completely lost.
Like
all
she
her
needed
shit.
to smoke a joint. Pretty much, just like mellow out and smoke one.
Yeah.
I'll watch it eventually, but whatever. Probably be on Netflix. I'll watch it.
Do you think it's overhyped?
All horror movies are these days, man, and stuff.
There's not a single movie that's not overhyped,
Like I remember
guess you have to sell it.
I remember Paranormal Activity was the scariest movie you've seen. I'm like,
except for
let's do it.
Avengers, because that did not get overhyped for me. It was all the hype in the world, and I still walked out there like, oh yeah.
I tend to just like shy away from trailers
Yeah,
in general.
I've been doing
like,
that
I'll watch
lately,
a trailer, like, all right, I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see any more until I
Yeah.
go to the theater.
Well, they do those like 3-minute freaking trailers. It shows
Yeah.
everything.
And so many trailers give away so much of
Yeah.
the movie. It's,
Well, especially like the Rock Johnson movies, Dwayne's movies.
Yeah.
Like the
Dwayne's.
new one, like
Skyscraper.
It's
so
like
And you see the whole movie.
at the same time, you got to give it to the guy. Like, I'll see it, but I'm not going to see it in theaters. But he's a great guy. He
Dude, The Rock
services
is
his
a dude.
fans.
He's
You know
a-
what I mean?
Like you
So
can tell
I
he's
do-
like having fun with what he's doing.
I don't
He's
mind
paid up
supporting
the
it.
ass.
Exactly.
Well, and I'm sure
Why
he's
would
worked
you
his
not?
ass off.
He's
like,
this generation's Arnold. Like
For
he's,
sure.
Yeah,
he's that
no,
guy.
totally.
Yeah.
totally.
But a PG-13 Arnold.
yes,
Yeah.
family friendly kind of.
Yeah.
He's done rated R movies though.
yeah.
He
What was
Yeah,
that one
he's
where
not
he
good.
walked into that office building and shot somebody right away? It was like he was like on the run from something. He like walked in and just blows this dude's head off. Like he had like a grudge with this guy, and then the whole rest of the movie was him trying to get away.
Oh, I never saw that.
I think it was
Oh, I think I know where his...
Runnings. No,
No, that's Paul Walker.
look up The Rock and see
Running
his
Scared.
movie list.
That movie
it was
is
really good.
fucked.
Yeah,
that
it was
movie is
messed up.
fucked
too.
up.
Yeah. It reminded me of
You're blanking. I love when he
move
killed
on.
those pedophile couples.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite part.
Yeah.
You know what one of my most disturbing movies in my life was, and it's not even that crazy, but it's just like it was the Dirty Harry movie with that serial killer that was like he chased the guy jumped on a bus to like take kids hostage and everything, and it was
was the
like a
first one.
Zodiac killer. Was that the very first one?
Yeah.
That was one of the most disturbing movies.
Well, yeah, because like that guy was just like so creepy.
Yes.
And fucking crazy.
And it was dubbed weird. It was like edited weird. Remember when he was supposed to meet him in the park, and the guy beat him up, and Clint Eastwood was just laying down, looking up at him, and he was looking over him with that mask on his face and his lips. That was the one that got me.
Yeah, no.
Walking
That
Tall?
guy's lips.
No.
Oh no, he didn't use guns in that one, right?
Yeah, keep going. That was the point.
I did
of it.
like Walking Tall.
There was
It's
another
not
one
great,
where his
but-
son got put in prison
Way
for
earlier
selling
than this.
drugs or something, and he went on this rampage.
Oh, are
trying
you
to get
talking
him
about
out.
Doom?
No, keep going.
It doesn't go past 2002.
Okay,
man.
just go up. I didn't watch all these ones here.
Oh, it's the Tooth Fairy. That's that one.
I mean, God bless him.
Not Doom, not
You
G.I.
guys
Joe.
ever see Baywatch?
No,
I thought it looked okay. I mean,
no.
it's kind of like what you said earlier about the G.I. Joe movies. Like, okay, we know this is going to be bad, but
Yeah.
let's have a couple drinks and watch it anyways.
I heard Pain and Gain is a disturbing ass movie too.
That's what I was gonna suggest. It was.
Maybe that's what it was.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Snitch?
Not Snitch. Keep going. I'm looking. You can just scroll through.
Moana?
Faster. That's what it was.
Oh, I never saw Faster.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Was it badass? Or was it, just
It was a good movie. It was just weird. Southland Tales
I
was
was
a
gonna
great
say
movie
Southland
too.
Tales. That was like
Yeah. That was like the Encino, or not the Encino Man, the Lawnmower Man, not Lawnmower Man either.
oh, Jesus.
What's the one with Emilio Estevez?
Maximum Overdrive.
No, there was a different one. Where it was like it was just a weird trippy ass movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Mighty Ducks.
Something Man.
Men at Work.
No. Look up Emilio Estevez.
Oh
now.
come on.
I don't even know who that is.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
you do.
He was,
Show me
he
his
was the
face.
coach in Mighty Ducks.
That's right.
The hockey coach.
Breakfast Club.
It was one of his earliest movies.
He looks like
He's
Christian
Charlie
Bale's
Sheen's kid.
younger brother.
He
Go
was
on,
the protagonist in Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, he was in that. Go to his list, his movie list, like he just had for The Rock.
Oh, Young Guns. I forgot about that movie. That movie's pretty good.
So theme song I never want to hear again in my life.
I don't remember.
What was it called? It was called. Keep going. St. Elmo's
Repo Man.
Fire. Repo Man. Yeah, exactly. That was.
How
that,
did I not get that?
That's what I'm saying.
I knew.
And look at me
that
like
movie
I'm
was
freaking
That was
crazy.
a
Fricked
badass
up, man.
movie.
Hell
actually.
yeah. And that's what Southland Tales reminded me of. It's like a really weird, trippy ass movie. It was just good. Or like, it was like a David Lynch movie. Reminded me of that too. Just weird. Sean William Scott in it too. Just whacked out movie. You never seen? Have you ever seen Southland Tales?
No,
Freaking
I
great
haven't.
I have not.
Really?
No.
That came
Oh,
out
it's
like
so
with
good.
like a bunch of. It got really under the radar.
Oh yeah, it was just nobody watched that movie.
No. I don't
I
think
think it
so.
might have even been straight to DVD.
I think so. Well, no, it came out in the theater, I think, but and it
Limited
got like
release, maybe?
the reviews on it were everybody loved it. Like artistically, it was great and whatever. I don't even remember how I saw it. I think it's because it was The Rock. I was like, oh, I'll watch this, and I watched it. I'm like, that was weird. It was like really strange.
What's the last movie you saw in the theaters that affected you? Like
Seven.
horror-wise.
7.
7?
That's the one that got me. After that, nothing could touch that.
That movie's not even really all that scary.
It's
other
not
than
scary.
Kevin
It's just
Spacey.
unsettling.
Very unsettling.
It's
there you
all
go.
set design and just
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that with Lori the other day. She was like, "Oh, I haven't seen it. I want to watch."
7.
She's never
Yeah.
seen it.
Love that movie. It's
it.
one of
I'm like, "Are you
What's in the
ready?"
box?
it's probably my third favorite film.
It's
of all time.
up there for me. It's
Yeah.
very good.
It's very.
Yeah, just the way it was shot, the way it was, like the feel of it was just
Yeah.
gross. Same thing. You walk out of there, you're like, ugh.
What's in the box?
Yeah, I remember walking out of there as a packed theater and not a single person said a word because nobody knew what we were in for, and it was just like that's the movie that got me. I was just like almost. kinda
That's how
sick
it
to my
was when I
stomach.
walked out of American Sniper in Duluth with my dad. It was like walking out of a funeral. Everybody's like all uniform and quiet. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember it was speaking of Jesus Christ. So that was like when I was
Passion.
saw Passion too. I was like,
Yeah.
we just walks out. It's like, well, holy shit!
Yeah.
You get ice
I
cream.
never saw
or-
that.
I wish somebody was
It's an
standing at the...
exploitation film, dude. I hated that movie.
Pretty much.
It was.
Yeah.
That's why I almost threw up and had to leave.
Yeah, it was bullshit. It's just gore. I mean, at the same time, like if you think about what really happened, fuck, it's probably
That's
what it was
true.
like. But I don't need to see that. I don't. I really
Right.
don't. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was like that for me when the first time I watched 7 and the first time I watched The Usual Suspects. Like,
Dude,
I just like
call that
sat
thing.
there as the credits were rolling. I was like, oh
Whoa,
my, oh
yeah,
my
like,
God.
holy shit.
Like,
When he
what?
was-
Like what?
His hand and then he lights a cigarette. You're like, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this?
Reservoir Dogs for me.
That was good.
yeah.
I never saw that in
Everybody
theater though.
Yeah,
remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Terminator 2. I was scared of that liquid metal guy when I first saw that movie when it came out.
T1000, baby.
Yeah. I think what was that?
When he did that
92?
knife through the milk carton and
Yes, that guy's eye.
I was like, oh.
When he came out of the tile right behind that cop that was getting. Do you want a
Yeah, and
coffee?
then he just like puts the
Yes.
pin through his eyes.
I was freaking out, but I came out of that movie and that was. I think that's my favorite movie of all time.
It's up there for me.
It's
It
like
has-
Jurassic Park, where it's like you watch
so
it
good.
and you're like, holy shit, this was made like 20 years ago.
And you can watch it now and it still holds up.
That's what I'm saying.
The
No,
special effects aren't the greatest.
I
but
watched
it's
it
still
like
great.
5 times like a
Oh
month
yeah.
ago. And then I got a Terminator tattoo.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No fate but what you make.
Badass.
Yep, no fate but what you make.
That's right.
Badass,
Sarah Connor. I like that, dude.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think it goes Terminator, Fight Club, 7.
See, Fight Club got ruined for me before the first time I saw it.
Oh, yeah, that
It's like I was
sucks.
talking
Because
to
of
my friend.
Meatloaf's tits.
No, like I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, "You've seen Fight Club, right?" And like before I could even answer, he was like, "It's so fucked up. It's just all in his head."
Oh.
Dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was Clint.
Oh, he would.
And I was like, dude, I haven't seen it. He's like, oh no. So, yeah, like I watched the movie and like
he's
I
like a movie
like
buff. He
knowing
probably
this,
felt
like
like
and
shit.
just picking up on it. Like so it just didn't blow my mind when I saw it.
Yeah,
So,
dude,
like,
when I saw it, I was just
I
like-
don't have the same affinity for that movie that most people do.
Oh, that's.
I went to see it thinking it was an action movie. And then we came out of there, I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like,
Yeah.
what happened? And then it took, I think the second or third viewing of it, I was like, oh, like I got every little thing. Mm-hmm. But from top to bottom, everybody that's in that movie, excellent.
Oh yeah. No,
I hated Jared Leto,
it's
so I
an
was
excellent
so
movie,
happy
like
to
very
see it.
well
That's a
made,
great
but yeah.
Yeah, you get to
Unfortunately, it was
boy.
spoiled. So
that
yeah.
sucks, dude.
Yeah. It's one of
Isn't that weird?
it's like one of those spoilers where like it actually does ruin your perception of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Forever.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's the whole.
That'd be like
basis of it.
you're saying Usual Suspects. If you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
My
Like,
movie
oh,
was
well,
Drag Me
shit.
to Hell.
See, I never saw that movie.
Sam Raimi,
The end of that
creator
movie
of
made me
Evil Dead.
uncomfortable.
I don't remember that movie, but I remember liking it. Like I saw it, but I don't.
I know. I remember the
anything about
ending.
it.
I guess I just
tracks.
felt filled with dread at the end of it. And
Yeah.
for a PG-13 movie, it was very effective. It didn't rely on gore or any shocking imagery. It was just like the premise that you were just doomed. You're just fucked.
I saw Deliverance when I was young.
Deliverance.
I've never seen
That's
that.
a good one.
It'll mess you up, too. But it's not like gory or
Really?
nothing. It's just
You haven't seen Deliverance?
You've never seen Deliverance?
I've not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squeal like a pig.
Another one was
What the-
Amistad.
The slave ship movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, but I watched that when I was
See,
like
I saw
6.
I saw Roots when I was like 5, so Amistad didn't do shit for me. Like I
Well,
seen
they were
people
like
getting
tying weights to him and pushing him off over
Dude, they
the
cut
edge.
his foot off on video. Ugh.
Okay. Why are we talking about this now?
Like just like movies that affected you.
Yeah.
I remember seeing what was that? There was a movie that just flashed through
It's
my
a
head. It was
tangent
like,
from Heredity. Pretty
dude, Jaws.
Hereditary.
Honestly, it's Jaws. I think Jaws has to be.
I was
'cause
waiting
to
for
this
you to
day
say Jaws.
I wasn't thinking that far
You
back.
see the new movie called The Meg that's coming out?
Yeah, the
Kinda looks
Satan
fun.
Megalodon?
movie?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It plays on my fears, so I would go see it. Plus, Rainn Wilson's in it. Jason Statham's in it.
Jason.
I watched that one
Sounds
with
like a good cast.
what was the shark movie with Samuel Jackson the other day? Deep
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. I watched
Dude,
that
I
the other
love
day.
that movie.
That was a great movie.
What about Deep Rising?
Deep Rising, great with this octopus freaking weird
Yeah,
ass
that
monster.
big monster on the
Yep.
ship with Famke Jensen.
Yep.
Sphere. Queen Latifah.
I didn't like Sphere.
Sharon Stone. Dustin Hoffman. Samuel L. Jackson.
These are all people in movies. Yes.
Yep. Well, I'm just
And
saying.
that Sphere
Way to
too.
go.
Oh, that was Spherecast. That's right.
I went and saw
That's
that.
not just naming
Thank
people.
you. Thank you.
I went and saw that in the theater and walked out mad. And I was like 20.
Yeah,
That
but
was not what I expected at all.
that was based on a John Grisham novel.
It was like The Abyss,
Yeah, pretty much.
like that kind of weird ass
A
shit.
better version, in my opinion, but that's my opinion.
I remember when I was
That
a kid.
is your opinion and yours alone.
I was staying at my cousin's house, and my uncle was up, and normally they wouldn't let us ever watch like crazy shit on HBO or whatever. But Corey, my cousin, was asleep, and he was younger. Apparently, they assumed that I'm mature or something. And Predator came on, and that's the first time I ever saw Predator was on HBO or Showtime back in the day. I was like, "What is this? A spaceship flies into the Earth, you know?" And then it was like wide-eyed, freaking like, "Oh my god!" The whole time I watched it.
Can we
Is that
talk
the
about
first R-rated movie you ever saw?
No, first it was Jaws and Crawl Space double feature. We already talked about that for Halloween. Crawl Space was like this
Okay.
weird ass. If you look back
I
at
still
it,
want to watch that. I may just try to go bid on it tonight on eBay. I'm sure somebody's.
I think I was
I
6.
feel like you can find it
We saw
digital
it in the
pretty easily,
drive-in.
maybe too.
I think my first was Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger was
Hell
good, yeah.
yeah.
First movie you saw?
The first R-rated movie I ever watched.
Oh,
What's the one where they're in Africa and it's with Brad Pitt? And they're fighting
Mosquito Coast.
and they're fighting the lions.
Oh, with Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's the first
that
one.
Killer Lions. Yeah,
yeah. What was
they were
that?
like cannibal. Or
I
I don't
movie's
think I've ever seen this
badass.
movie.
dude, it's so good. The ghost in the mist.
Gorillas in the Mist?
No, not Gorillas in the Mist. That Mosquito Coast, by the way, is a great movie. Harrison Ford.
Was it tigers or lions?
It was
lions.
lions for sure because they were in Africa.
Ghost in the Darkness.
The Ghost in the Darkness.
Ghost in the Darkness. That was a great
Yeah, it's like
movie.
a village in Africa that's like there's like a lion that has like a taste.
It's like
of human
a bad
blood and-
trip of the Jungle Book.
Yeah, basically, it's like it's this pride of lions that killed somebody there,
Okay.
and then they'd only hunt humans. So this tribe called these two. Jesus,
They got a taste
called
for
these
human
two.
blood.
Yeah, they
Yep.
called these two master hunters in to come and assassinate these things, and they were like smart. They started getting smart. It's a true story, apparently. Fucked up.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I want to watch it again. I remember
Such
that
a good
one.
movie.
Michael Douglas, Welllllcome. Yeah, it's a very 90s cast.
Yeah.
Tom Wilkinson.
I also saw Full Metal Jacket when I was probably about 7 or 8 years old.
Jeez, that explains a lot.
So I was
my
was
weapon.
exposed to that stuff by my dad early, so nothing really fazed me too much. But he always backed away from like real stuff, like Faces of Death and all that stuff. My buddies would watch that real people would die.
That's not real though.
Faces of Death is real.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's a compilation of videos people getting
25%
killed.
of them are.
I don't think so. I
It
heard
is.
that was
I've watched it.
disproved. I heard that was disproved later on.
I watched it. I watched the first one. There's no way it was fake. I saw a dude come. There was like a terrorist negotiation in Japan or something, and people started flying out the doors because somebody got free or whatever. And this cop was standing there right there with a shotgun, and this dude came running out of the door, and they didn't know if he was terrorist or not. And the dude just unloaded on him, like point blank right in the chest, and then the camera just watched him die for like a minute and a half. It was fucking horrible.
That's fucked
So it
up.
was a
And I
good
shut it off.
story, you said.
No, I shut it off. I was like, I'm not watching this. I'm gonna leave.
Was
like,
that
I can't
produced by Disney?
Probably they own them now.
Thank you.
It was Kathleen Kennedy's first work that she did.
It was the silent but
Man,
deadly
that's like the
treatment.
fourth shout out you guys have given her. There's a lot
Thank
of.
you.
It's not a shout out, believe me. It's just being polite.
It's a downspout.
You were saying about Drag Me to Hell and like leaving the theater with a feeling of dread, and that reminded me of probably the last horror movie that I saw that I was kind of gave me a gross feeling was It Follows. Did I see? No, I didn't.
I
see
haven't
it.
I
seen
bought
that
that.
yet, man.
I bought that. I
That
have
one
it.
left me like, well, shit, man. There's nothing I can do.
It's not a spoiler, but this
It's gonna
chick hooks up
follow
with
you.
this random dude that they're like on a date, and she's in the back of the car. They have sex, and then as soon as you have sex with the person, whatever's following you will now follow that other
It's
person.
basically like there's a haunting of a person that's transferred via sexual contact.
So it's a ghost STD, basically.
Kind of. It's
kind of, except the ghost is like in physical form. Only you can see it, but it will follow you in different forms.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah.
So like at the very beginning, it's like this naked chick that's just walking towards her like Michael
Oh, you
Myers.
sold me. I'll watch it now. I didn't know.
She's not attractive.
Oh.
She's sitting in class, and there's this old woman like haggardly walking across the lawn, and she sees
It's
her.
weird.
It's
It's like The Shining nudity.
kinda, yeah,
Kinda, yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard it
Oh, fuck.
room
It's horrible.
236 or whatever it is.
Dude, she
Did you
had
see
like
Ready
freaking,
Player
like,
One?
I did.
bubblegum.
I did.
Okay,
I did not.
I'll watch it when it comes out.
you should. I don't want to spoil anything.
I enjoyed it.
Yep, I did too. That's all I'll say.
Another good little horror movie that I don't know if we mentioned it to you, but It Comes at Night. That gave me the same
Yeah,
kind of
it
feeling.
does.
That kind of like
Whatever.
just
Did Josh
gross.
Hartnett
It does.
die? And I just
Josh
never
Hartnett.
Yeah, that's.
in that. That's 30 Days of Night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's 40 Days, 40 Nights.
Is it? I don't think I've seen
That
that.
is true. That is true.
It's where he like gives up sex for Lent or some
Oh,
shit. I don't know.
whatever.
If you like It Comes at
Fucking fine.
Night, you'll like A Quiet Place.
Yeah, I want to see it. I do.
A Quiet Place will just show you a bit more than It Comes at Night.
Yeah, yeah.
It reminded me of The Last of Us with the guy from The Office. God damn it, what's his
Jim.
name?
Rainn Wilson.
No, Jim
That'd be
Halford.
awesome.
Jim Halpert.
Oh, John Krasinski.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's basically like
It's,
like
now he's Jim Halpert, GYM instead of JIM.
Jime.
No shit.
What's that game? Yeah, it's basically Last of Us
Pretty much.
in a
yeah.
house.
You saw it in the theaters?
No, I rented it.
Oh, It Comes at Night?
Yeah.
No, I borrowed it to you.
No, Quiet Place.
Quiet.
The Quiet Place I did see in theaters.
It Comes at Night is Last of Us in a house, trapped in a house.
Yes, I'm sorry, I got confused.
Or like
but
old Twilight
Quiet Place
Zone.
kind of is
Reminds
too.
me of that too.
One thing I want to say, and we're going to move on to our last topic for today, but I did rent Red Sparrow, worth a watch.
Really?
It's very
Who is
sexually subversive, more so than I'd ever thought.
What's it rated?
R.
Oh, really?
Who's in
I
it?
like her because I do like how she looks. But like,
that Johansson?
She is nasty in this movie. Imagine Atomic Blonde, but more deception and less like it's more of like a rated R James or like a spy James Bond movie. But the guy that plays It Comes at Night, the main character, can't remember his name.
Joel Edgerton.
Joel
Yeah, the guy.
Joel
yeah.
Edgerton. He plays kind of the American double operative that works I don't want to give too much away, but the sadistic torment that she has to go through after certain events happen. There's a couple times in the movie where I was not expecting the gratuitous violence that was bestowed upon me.
I have to check it out then, because I do like how she looks.
I was like,
I want Joel Edgerton to do a sequel to The Road where he's the grown-up kid.
that'd be awesome. He's good in roles like that.
He could play, if it was a Last of Us movie, he could be Joel too.
He's kind of a weird looking dude, though.
Yeah, he's
honestly.
a goofy looking
Who's
guy.
Joel Edgerton?
Justin on the screen.
That name's familiar, but
Oh, that's Emilio Estevez.
I can't believe. Yeah, there he is. There he is.
Yep.
He's so good.
Gift, Black Mass. Didn't care for that movie.
The Gift was awesome, by the way.
Gringo,
Yeah, I remember you recommending
Comes
that.
at Night.
Did anybody see Midnight
Yeah,
Special?
The Gift is weird.
No, I always wanted to.
If it's tough to find, but
there's Ben Swallow.
Yeah, it's got freaking.
What is it about?
Michael Shannon's in it too.
Oh yeah, Zod, General Zod.
This just says father and son go on the run, pursued by the government and a cult, drawn to the child's special powers. It's kind of the only way of describing it, but it's
Without spoiling.
It's really crazy. Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
It's kind of like a sci-fi, kind of in the vein of like Super 8, kind of where it's.
I didn't like that movie. That's
but it's kind of like
I own it.
or like
and I didn't like
E.T. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Like Stranger Things and that feel.
A little bit, yeah.
I'll check it out.
I wonder if I could Redbox it or something. Probably not Redbox. It's probably too late for that.
Just download it on your Xbox.
Yeah,
It's probably in the store for like $8, starting at $8.99.
It's one of those smart movies, kind of too.
Justin, you're a huge fan of Friday the 13th.
I'm a huge fan of horror movies.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're just gonna get right back into it.
Now Daryl doesn't want to take a break this week.
I'm sorry, we're just on a roll, and we're almost out of time.
Not really.
Yeah, we are.
We
So
have all the time in the world.
we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Thanks. Welcome back. Everybody empty their bladders and have a good smoke break.
Yep.
All right, here we go. We're going to talk about this Friday the 13th, Rights at Stake. So, the developers of Friday the 13th video game said that they're canceling all future DLC because of an ongoing lawsuit regarding the franchise. Justin, this is kind of your wheelhouse. Why don't you take it away?
Yes, this is true. I don't know too much about it, especially the legalities. I was reading a little bit during our break, and it's like super lawyer speak. Like it's kind of has to do a lot with copyrights expiring, and how this screenwriter, what's his name here, Victor Miller, how he was hired. Was he hired as made for hire? Did he come in with an idea? And basically he's saying he had the idea for Friday the 13th and a lot of the pivotal characters that went through the franchise, which I'm guessing is probably Jason and, some of the people who appeared in more than one movie. And
Kevin Bacon.
This dude, he wants his cut. No, Kevin Bacon was in one movie.
That's because he probably doesn't want to work to 9 to 5.
I don't really know what he's done since then. I don't really know like what took him.
Nothing. He probably did nothing.
I'm sure what took the time is the copyright. That stuff has to expire.
Who's the guy that was from 1UP that went and started developing this game?
Yeah, he started Gun Media, you mean?
Bald guy, little tiny dude.
Yeah. He's got a really raspy voice.
Yeah, he was from...
He's the lead on the Friday the 13th development.
Yeah,
The game.
well, not the development. He was a promotional
Guy.
He was from...
Liaison.
God
1UP
dang it.
and G4.
Adam Sessler.
Adam Sessler.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, I just don't... this game never really...
It didn't grab me.
Well-
I appreciated the idea. Have you ever played it, Mark?
I have not.
No.
A lot of what it has to do now is whatever they've created. So like any DLC. Well, I don't know actually. I don't know exactly because they have. It says here during this this Kotaku article that
God
canceled
bless you,
contents includes Uber Jason, which is the Jason from Jason X in Space. Grendel map. I don't know where Grendel was. A bunch of costumes and yeah, that's right. And counselors and stuff. So they can't release content, but there's a mobile puzzle game. Do you guys remember me talking about that Slay Away Camp?
Okay.
And then they made the Friday the 13th.
Looks like Mole Mania.
They've been kind of dodging it sounds like. But they just announced on their Facebook the other day that everything that they had created up through January 22nd of this year was the deadline. So anything that they did till then can be released.
So this is basically the original creator coming back and saying like, "Hey, you guys are making too much money. I want in."
Yeah, and it's tied up in court, and it's all what is it? Cease and desist.
Yeah, I guess if you can afford the lawyer, but for a major company, I don't know who developed the Friday the 13th game.
Gun, wasn't it? Gun Media.
Yeah, Gun Media versus New Line Cinema. So
they must have known what they were getting into.
And I think, and this developer for this other game said, we kind of knew what it was when we did it, and I think both of these have been working against the clock.
I know a lot of the people. They knew this was coming from the get-go. It was just a matter if they could get the game out fast enough.
If you were around for the pre-development of this game and knew the snafus that went along, pre-release and post-release, I think that a lot of what happened with this game was due to this.
See, one of the main reasons I purchased this game, not because of its polish, not because of its necessary gameplay, but because they're, in essence, really trying to service the fans at the end of the day. They're trying to service fans of the entire franchise, and there's not enough of that. There's a lot of like corporate money-grubbing greed that happens in video games nowadays. Yeah, that too.
Star Wars?
Yeah, we went on a rant about that last week.
I'm sorry, I coughed.
Oh, you did a Star Wars rant last week? Wow, good.
Yeah, I know, it's a real fucking
surprise.
No, it
wasn't a rant, it was solo. We talked about solo.
I feel like it was a civil solo.
I behaved myself. I didn't go crazy.
No, we didn't. Oh. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I saw Solo.
What did you think?
Yeah. Oh, I think that's what the other movie you invited me to.
It was entertaining.
Did you see it?
No.
It was a science fiction movie with a Star Wars skin.
It was really filmed really dark.
So it's like a new
Did you notice that? You can see shit.
That did not stand out to me.
Maybe I'm just maybe you just need some new fucking glasses. How about that?
Maybe I just...
Now you're working optical. Hook it up.
Maybe I'm just angry about it, but there was just parts... there was parts I liked, but it was boring to me.
Really?
More than bad, it was boring. It wasn't bad, per se. It was like Rogue One. Kind of like that kind of thing.
One.
Rogue One's probably my favorite.
Agreed.
Not mine. Of what?
The new movies.
The new one.
Oh, the new ones? I like Force Awakens. I just do. I like the first one. It was like, you had the feeling again. It was like, yes. Even though there was some bullshit, if you really want to peel it back, I can be the first one to complain about it. But Rogue One was good.
You're not the fucking first one to complain about it.
You want to take a swing on that horse over there, Daryl?
Oh, yeah. It's Campbell's. That's the name of the horse.
Like Rogue One.
We just beat it into a soup.
Was like a super fan service film, in my book.
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't do nothing really new.
Though.
It did. Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't good. I own it. I've watched it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But Solo was just like, I'm going to own it because it's all Star Wars movies. I have The Last Jedi, which I hated, and I still own it.
I don't own it.
Oh, don't get me started. Anyway, now we can't get started on that one because that one's the 2 hour.
We already did a 2 hour rant about that movie. We tried to like it.
I just want to close this segment by saying this thing's been going on since 2016, and they have no plans of doing any movies, and they can't. So it sounds like Friday the 13th, as we know, is dead.
It's like, great job. You just locked up the whole fucking franchise because of your...
Well, the last one sucked anyway, but...
I enjoyed it.
You can... Okay.
Which one's the last one?
I don't know.
The one where you kept people in an underground dungeon with tunnels and shit?
Yeah, and there was a bunch of college kids that went to go harvest weed.
It stinks.
It stinks.
What is that
from? That's pretty good.
You know what my favorite one is? The one where Jason goes to New York. He hits that dude over the head with the pipe.
Home Alone 2.
Yeah, kind of. I just remember he hits a dude over the head with the pipe, but I think that movie was like cut back in the violence. I think it was PG-13 or something.
No.
I don't know. It didn't show all the violence, but they showed the shadow of the dude when he hit him, and the pipe like went halfway through his head. I was just like, that's awesome. As a kid.
That was Jason Takes Manhattan.
Huh?
Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Next weekend, I'm going up to my land up in Willow River. And I don't know if there's Camp Crystal Lake there, but there's a Lake McCormick, and it looks like Crystal Lake. And I'm just like...
Crystal Meth Lake.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, what are you doing on my property?
Hey!
We got snipers on you from the trees.
Yeah. Start naming off the kids that are going to come beat your ass.
It is literally Friday the 13th, next Friday. So
it is, man.
Oh.
I work on that day. I can't wait.
There's going to be all the fucking freaks out that day.
Once again, to close this segment, I just want to say that even though they can't do content, they are dedicating the servers and they can still maintain the game, so it's not going away.
No, they just can't add
What you
new
have
stuff.
is what you got.
I bet you modders will come into it though, and
So yeah, and then
Put
get
tits
sued.
on everybody.
So
no, just get new characters
okay.
and stuff like that.
Well, both.
Make their own
aren't they
content. Well,
already?
that
It's a
probably
Friday
too,
the
yeah.
13th game.
Yeah, it kind of stinks. It's a small little studio.
It was
And
5 dudes.
Yeah, and so you cheer for them, but they've made a assload of money on
Yeah.
this.
They
already,
have,
so.
but at the same time, how much do they really make after development and all that? And now this dude wants money from them because they're using his personal property,
But,
I guess.
like
what is he doing with the...
Well, I guess that's what you got to figure out. Did he come to them with that idea and say, "I need help"? And what kind of contract did they sign?
No,
It's all
or
legalities.
when they started making
if they
the-
signed a contract.
They got everybody to sign on this game except for him when they were doing this game.
Oh, I'm talking.
And they-
No, I'm talking about the movie. I
Oh,
guess.
the movies and
the
stuff.
original.
But these guys, they knew what they were in for. And they were
Yes.
just like,
No,
we
I
got to
think
get
they
this
all
shit
did.
out. That's why it came out broken, and there was constantly updates. Still broken.
Oh, yeah.
It's because they were like, we got to do this while we can.
The character
I think you're
animation
right.
faces.
Dude, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That first guy, the blonde-haired guy.
Yeah, that's it.
buggy eyes and big mouths.
Oh,
Well, it's just like Nintendo. Somebody built a pretty much a remaster of the original Metroid, and they got a cease and desist.
yeah.
It's like, hey, you guys did a great job, but we're gonna have to shut you down. It's just
Yeah.
like, why don't you just take the millions of fucking dollars you already have and just pay the people?
Yeah, but then give them
and give
millions
the
of
people
dollars,
what they
though.
want. Because guess what? That they're paying your way at
Yeah,
the
but
same
it wouldn't
time.
come from...
It doesn't matter. Give
Yasasuri Makasui
give those
or whoever
people
made this one.
give those people a job. If they're that good, if the game is
That's not the way the world works, Daryl.
Yeah, I wish.
The world works where you make
Copyright's a
something
bitch,
cool,
man.
and if it's not cool, nobody cares because nobody pays attention. But as soon as somebody does, somebody's going to find a way to get that from you. That's the world we live in.
Gun
I
Media's
know. I
motto
guess
is
I wish
we
for
build
more.
dreams and
Yeah,
build
I do
video
too.
games.
it's okay to have aspirations and dreams for
That's
certain
why
things.
when you have a game like Cyberpunk that's going to take 8 years to come out, when it comes out, you appreciate it even more.
It's going to come out with Death Stranding for a PS5 launch title.
I think it's coming out this generation.
It's not.
I hope it does.
Another cheeseburger bet?
How many do we have? We got Hawkeye, Captain America, Death. Who's going to die first in this Avengers arc?
I hope Captain America dies first.
Okay, well that's
personally.
not what you hope. It's what we bet on.
No,
And
but it's what
have
I hope
Ant-Man,
personally because I don't care
It's
for
what,
Captain
it's
America.
what you want to bet on.
and I feel like he's one of the coolest characters in my opinion. But whatever. Okay, and then
Mark's
our
like,
second,
nah.
Agreed
I'm
to
indifferent.
our what?
I'm indifferent.
Yeah,
If,
well,
if
that
you
too.
could,
He's fine. Whatever.
I know, but like
Who's Captain America though? Could you think of another actor that could maybe pull that off,
Hawkeye.
like cheesy and well? Because he has to be kind. His
no,
bad
Chris
acting
Evans is pretty
contributes
good.
to
I
him
have no
being
problem
Captain
with
America.
him.
Like the
Yeah, no,
like he's like that.
You're not
50s
wrong. It's part.
Yeah.
It's part of the charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was our other cheeseburger bet? We made it last week. We were betting on. We'll have to look back.
It
at that.
escapes me.
It escapes me too. Should we mention some comments that we got too? By the way, because
Yeah,
we just haven't
absolutely.
even noticed that.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
that's
wasn't
real
here, so
awesome.
that was not
7-2. Mario Party comes out in October.
Yeah,
We were
Austin
talking
gave us a
about
shout
that.
out from-
I think that was an E3 episode that we did 2 weeks ago, episode 29.
Yeah.
Our buddy Austin commented on that because
I'm-
I was talking about it. There's some new features that looked interesting if you and another friend owned a Switch, but as of right now, the only person I know that owns a Switch is my girlfriend, and that's about it. So.
I will be interested if this drip of games by Nintendo every like 5 months will sustain that console. If it's just going to be another Wii. I mean, I know hardware wise it's pretty sweet, but you know,
I'm going to read this off right here.
Yeah, Andrew Helmer's got a
Andrew
big
Helmer messaged and said, dig the B movie segment. We did this
Yeah, this was 3 episodes
6-2.
ago.
Yeah, but we took a little hiatus.
we got right back at you there, bud.
Yeah,
No
sorry,
problem. We're on
sorry
top
about
of
that,
everything.
Andrew. Dig the big B movie segment. They don't mean what they used to. Wow.
Yeah, B movies really aren't what they used to. Although
No.
the FP, Andrew knows what I'm talking about. That's a great B movie.
Mortal Kombat is a good pick because I think
Love it.
all video game movies are B movies. Future segment, maybe video game movies. Jake said Seagal and my dad had us watching stuff we shouldn't have at that age. Anything Stallone. Arnold, Eastwood, Norris, Van
Whose
Damme,
dad didn't show them
Seagal.
Stallone?
If a dude
you know.
was kicking ass, I saw it and still appreciate those flicks. Personal fave, Daryl spelled correctly. I chose People Under the Stairs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
good
remember
movie,
you
yeah.
doing that.
An even better pick if you watched on TBS movies for guys who like movies.
Oh, dude, I forgot about movies. You guys
Oh,
like
I did
movies.
forget about that.
Hell yeah. Nice, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect storm of rated R movies edited for TV that made it even better. Also, Blair Witch, definitely a B movie. Not expected to make that much money. Only did because of big city suburban living folks think you can get lost in the woods. Still loving the content.
Think that you can get lost in the woods.
I like that.
Well,
That's
you
really
can.
good.
Depends on where you
Still
are.
loving the content. What format do I watch to see Jake's art because not seeing it on YouTube?
Oh, we need some art.
Really? Oh yeah, I need to get some more. Well, I have to get. It's an investment.
You get it.
This when he talked about Blair Witch, big city. I remember that came out and it wasn't expected to do anything. I just remember that hype and that shit was for real and that was crazy and it was just kind of.
I remember I was in Brown
once in a
College,
lifetime
man,
marketing watching things.
watching those trailers. I was like, oh shit, what's this?
I remember Halloween.
Like,
People
this
had
ain't
all
real.
those little
Is it?
the cross figures made with sticks in their trees, and I was like,
The ending of that movie made that movie. If that ending
see the
didn't
remake?
nail it as much,
it was all right.
yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna
You
watch that.
thought it was alright.
It was all right.
It
I
kinda
couldn't
gave
care
you some
enough to
lore.
finish it much.
I know what happens though.
No, but I know, but it gave you some the newer
Yeah, but
remake
Book of
movie.
Shadows
Have you seen
also
that?
gave you lore, and that sucked too.
I like that one, man. I thought that was weird too.
Got the guy
I
from
thought it was
Burn
fucked
noticing
up.
it.
Some people like strung this chick up and pretty much left her to die, and that's what created the Blair Witch in the woods.
Yeah, it was weird.
But it was. I feel like the remake was way creepier than the original. And I saw it by myself.
Millennials, huh?
I guess must be nice.
Don't get it.
Get a
Eric
fucking
Cox
trophy.
also had some B movies for us.
Really?
It looks like,
Anyway, we can move on from that.
but we aren't going to listen to those. Austin Powers,
Is
the first
that a B
one.
movie?
No.
That is not a B movie.
No.
Yeah, I would
That's a
say it's more.
blockbuster.
Maybe the first one. Maybe.
You could. There's an argument to be built for that because his other movies were B movies, like So I Married an Axe Murderer and things like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But the
okay.
second one definitely knocks.
It was
They
definitely
threw a
camp.
lot of money and a lot of marketing into that
Oh, yeah.
movie. So the second
Dude,
one
that first
definitely
one
not a
is
B
so
movie.
freaking good.
Yeah.
Still good, though.
The first two were
Basketball.
good.
Basketball.
I liked Goldmember too.
So bad, it's good.
Trey
It
and
was just weird enough that it was good.
Trey Parker.
I didn't
and
know
Matt
that.
Stone.
He said the only reason they did that movie is because they thought South Park was going to get. I mean, did they just figure to get canceled? I
What, Team
suppose.
America?
No, basketball.
No,
They
basketball.
did that
Dude,
as like
and
a
Mark's
backup.
movie.
I have that
Too.
VHS
Oh,
somewhere.
cliffhanger. Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cliffhanger.
That
Yeah.
movie's great.
Good.
shout out
Borderline
once
B
again.
movie, but it's Stallone. Have you seen There Will Be
I don't
Blood
know
with
that.
Stallone?
There will be
What?
blood.
Or yeah.
That's
That's
Daniel
not-
Day-Lewis.
yeah.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, I
is a
thought
great
this was like
movie,
a
by the way.
mashup YouTube. I'm like, I want to watch this. That sounds
shit.
hilarious. Did you recommend the wrong movie or something?
I did.
First Blood.
shit!
No, it's not First Blood.
Copland.
Cobra.
Cobra, dude. High five.
Dude, and that's one of the best covers
Fuck
too.
yeah.
That
bad
Cobra
guy in
cover
Cobra
is
was
the
in
shit.
X-Files all
Dude,
the
the
time,
first time
too.
I saw Cobra was on TBS, like Movies for Guys.
Really?
Like,
Dude, I watched that when I was young.
Oh, yeah.
At my friend's house, and it
Yeah.
kind of creeped us out like it was scary to us back then. It was like 80, 88.
that came out in the 80s.
Fuck, man.
Austin wants to recommend that we check out a trailer for, I guess, Jim Carrey has a new Showtime. I don't know if it's like a stand-up or a show. It's
Is
called
it depressing?
Kidding.
Oh, he's
it might-
kind of making me sad,
Documentary,
man.
maybe?
It must be a documentary because it's like a journey over. Because he's like started painting and going crazy and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
okay, started.
I mean, I'll watch it just because he's been like my.
Started going crazy a long
Yeah,
time ago.
honestly, if Jim Carrey goes nuts, like, are we all surprised? Like, that's probably going to happen.
He already is kind of nuts.
Right.
He had to be to do what he did.
But, I mean, God bless him and stuff, but it's like, it's sad. Like, he's all just like, found out life doesn't mean shit. It's like, well.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the party,
Yeah.
bud.
Not to bring it back around, but Bullet to the Head was the one I was
Bullet to
thinking
the
of.
Head. I've seen
Six
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago.
Oh.
yeah,
I
it
remember.
had
I really
coming
like
out.
that one.
A full-on
Khal Drogo in
TRT
it, dude.
freaking.
him and Khal
Stallone,
Drogo
too.
had that machete fight, right?
Yeah.
Full-on TRT testosterone replacement therapy. Sylvester Stallone with
Were you guys
veins the
talking about
size of like
families
garden
or
hoses
something?
hanging out of his neck and shit. Like what? And he's like 70.
I
you
want to
guys
watch
talking
like the
about
newest Rambo again.
favorite
been a
families
It was
while
good.
since I've seen
something?
it.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was
great.
good. Yeah, it was good.
Like jumps on the back of the Jeep with the 50 cal and just like blows
Yeah.
away the guy
Just
sitting in
heads
the
popping.
driver's seat.
Yeah. What happened?
Andrew was talking about like his favorite fictional and real cartoon families. I don't really recall this. I believe it's some.
I think it was a secret
29th
question.
Oh no,
episode.
that was a secret question,
was
and
a
I said the
secret question.
Crusoe
Was I not
family,
here for that?
Who you would want to belong?
I said
no.
the monsters.
Oh, I must not have been here for that.
Oh, what family do you want to be a part of in a
Fictional.
fictional?
Simpsons, because it was my family.
Yeah.
and I can do it.
And I said
It's
Robinson
fine.
Crusoe.
I said monsters. How about you?
Oh, you're thinking like out the box.
Yeah, man, and
Lost in
book stories,
Space.
yeah.
I would say
the
the
Robinsons.
Blues.
The Blues. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, from
Oh,
Arrested
the
Development.
Blues.
That's a good one, too.
that's a
Does
good
anybody
one.
watch Schitt's Creek?
My mom does.
If you like Arrested Development, check out Schitt's Creek on Netflix. It's got Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara from Beetlejuice.
Is it Levy or Levy? Remains
I don't
to be
know.
seen.
Either way.
Either way.
Either way.
But it reminds me of Arrested
tomorrow.
Development, and it's freaking hilarious. I can watch the first 2 seasons in like a week.
All right, we're gonna move on to the secret question.
And thank you for everybody. We'll get to them.
Yeah, please.
we always do.
will.
We do see
took
them
us a
here,
bit,
and it just
but-
takes us a bit sometimes.
Life.
Life.
We're a little slow.
Get us used to it. The more we get used to
getting
it.
old.
Don't mind him. He's a little slow.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Secret question for this week. I'm going to take this on.
The week of
Just my
Independence
daughter's
Day,
wedding?
Our Independence Day.
Oh,
Our-
yeah.
It's technically
the
the
year
week
of our Lord.
following.
Our week following. Okay,
Following
yeah, you're right.
that.
No, it's Sunday still. Oh, yeah, Sunday is technically the beginning of the week. Yeah. All right, you got
All
that.
right, here we go.
Yeah.
Ready? Whose fictional wardrobe do you want to wear the most?
What?
Fictional wardrobe?
Yeah.
Shoes.
And be able to wear it well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wear it well. I mean, you could say Terminator. You could
I was just going to
Neo.
say Terminator 2.
I mean, you could be a
jacket,
robot.
the boots. Huh?
Robot.
No. When he was in the... I need you to close your boots and your motorcycle. When he was in his leathers and stuff. And pull it off like he did. Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? The Infinity Gauntlet.
So
Be
just...
Thanos
just
is
like,
You just want to be
guard.
Thanos.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, that's the most powerful. Think of anything else. Captain Marvel. Who the
Harry
fuck cares?
Potter's cloak. Or the blanket of
Okay.
invisibility or whatever.
Yeah,
that
I
thing
was thinking that too. That's
Dude,
that's a
that'd be
good one.
pretty
That's a good one.
sweet.
This is a very unique question. It's
Well, I
not,
want Pacific Rim so I can get a big robot avatar body.
I know, but
Is that a costume?
Is that a costume?
Well, you guys are thinking,
Okay,
I'm just
so
trying
my-
to break the box you're thinking in.
My plan B
I don't know. It's a really
was
good question.
Tron. Their outfit.
Guyver.
Guyver.
Yeah, have you never
MacGyver?
seen, No, Guyver. Have you never seen one of these movies? Talk about
God,
B
what-
movies. This might even be C movies.
Where does Jake even come up with this?
Guyver
shit?
was the thing about this guy that gets a suit. It's almost like a Power Rangers, but a one-man Power Rangers. But it
Okay.
was rated R, and he would go against these
You wanna
alien
look it up?
creatures. It was you should look it up. Guyver. They had like
Guyver.
yes.
Okay.
Guyver. Yeah. There. Yeah. It's
Oh,
right
it's an
there.
anime?
No, there's a regular. You should do the regular film though. But yeah, it's an anime. It started out as a comic book and anime, and they did like a actual TV show, and it was terrible. But
Who
it
was in it,
awesome.
Jake?
Mark
Mark
Hamill.
Hamill.
That's right. Yes, that's
Wow.
it. Part human, part alien, pure superpower. I remember this shit.
Evil.
I think it was rated R, right?
Powerful robot.
Dude, is that the Gremlins?
No, it's the Beetleborgs. That's what
That was like the bad guys that you'd fight. Yeah.
dragon shit.
Yep, Guyver, dude. 1991.
God, Jake.
Yep. Based on
off
the
a
manga
by
series.
Toshiki
Yep.
Takaya.
The manga series is really sweet. The anime too, because it's like it's
Yeah,
really
what's that
cool.
called there?
That one's the
Bio
one I
Booster
remember.
Armo Guyver is the manga
That's awesome.
series.
It
that-
kind of looks like Nausicaa or something from Studio Ghibli.
It's like a cross between
Yoshiki
Robotech and like
Takaya.
Robotech and like
oh, dude, they
Mega
made a
Man.
sequel too.
yeah, man. There's like two. Yeah,
I
two.
actually
David
recognize that.
Hayter was in it.
Yep.
The guy who did freaking Solid Snake.
man. Yeah, yes.
That's
I know my stuff, man.
crazy.
Yeah. Guyver, dude.
Wow.
Remember my training from
Like-
CQC.
He was a screenwriter on the X-Men
Yep.
movies and Watchmen,
And Watchmen too.
Wow.
That's right.
Quick slash, retract,
He looks like
crab battle.
he looks like somebody I know when I look at his face too.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Just a box.
It's just a box.
Yep.
Snake.
Guyver, dude. You should watch it. Do yourself a favor and watch it.
So what?
Snake.
Okay, so what's your outfit? Your outfit.
My outfit?
Yeah.
This is my cake shirt that I got yesterday.
No, from my secret
Oh.
question this week.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. Come back to me.
Dumb and Dumber tux.
Okay, that's a good one.
The orange one, by the way.
Mark, what do you got?
I'll
bud?
say Batman. He's got
Batman?
He's got
All
something
right.
for every situation.
Easy,
All right.
nice,
All right.
easy, lazy, and a Batman.
Man, dude.
Of course.
Yeah,
Batman's
Did you have one?
fucking Batman.
Yeah, I said
just kidding.
Tron.
Oh, you said Tron.
Tron. Suit didn't do nothing though.
Didn't matter. I'm
just
just talking
looks cool.
aesthetically. I would say.
That's
Are we
kind of what I'm.
talking
That's
just
why I'm.
aesthetically?
Yeah, kind of. And I would say
let
Neo
me,
from
let
the
me
Matrix.
reformulate my answer.
Yeah, me too.
That's
then.
what I'm hopping on the line for. I
No,
don't know
my
if
Dumb
I'm
and
doing
Dumber is right on
aesthetics
then
or.
for
Yeah.
just aesthetically.
Yeah.
If I was like mechanically or whatever, I think it'd be. Fuck, I'm going with Guyver. You guys didn't even know what I'm talking about, but I'm going with Guyver.
Does anybody
Austin
know what
probably
Guyver
knows what
is?
I'm talking about.
Dude, Austin wasn't even born when this came out. Sorry, dude. Oh my god. Music by Les Claypool.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
I'm
What?
telling you, man.
What?
What?
Like seriously.
It's just the whole movie.
the third? Is he the third? Or is that like his kid? Or it's gotta be
The
him.
director's cut is like 30 minutes longer than the.
Yeah.
other
I'm
cut.
telling you, it's a crazy movie. They have it edited on television, then it came out on video, and it was like all this extra, like violent ass shit. Like he'd decapitate monsters and blood spraying everywhere. They were all like foam creatures, like they didn't look great, but it was still cool as hell. Yeah, you guys just don't ever listen. You underestimate the oldness of Mr. Jakob.
Like I was gonna say, I would do Neo originally.
Yeah.
Like when he enters the Matrix, that was badass. But since they made fun of that in Grandma's Boy,
I was just gonna say that kind of ruined that whole look.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey JP, how much do clothes cost in the Matrix?
I think if I could pull it off, though, Superman. If you could pull that costume off, that's pretty tight. Because that's like,
Is Les Claypool the third different from regular?
He's
Les
got to be.
Claypool?
He can't be.
Wow, look at him.
No, he's different.
Fresh pops.
But that had me nuts, dude.
Wow.
That had me nuts for a second. I was like, that's not Primus.
You know, now I'm thinking.
He's like, no, I'm the third, you dick.
yeah,
Who's the second then?
he did Ghost in the Shell. Look, he did.
How many Les Claypool
missing link.
doing
He worked
music
on Ghost in the
are there?
Shell and Akira in 1988.
I like it.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking, like an awesome superhero suit to have is Black Panther's.
Nah.
I mean, well, I'm just saying, like,
Overrated.
You're wrong. That was a really bad Black Panther.
Was that Wakanda?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm joking.
Black Panther. Nah.
Man,
now
I
if we're
don't
gonna
know.
start talking
Sub-Zero.
about
What about Iron Man?
Sub-Zero, dude, Scorpion.
Tony Stark. You get suits, you got the Iron Man suit. That's my answer.
That's true.
I'm done.
Okay.
You got them
Yeah,
both.
I considered
done.
Iron Man.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
So we got Batman,
Batman. Mark's Batman. I'm
Batman,
Iron Man.
Tony Stark.
Yes.
You're gonna be Lloyd.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah. Lloyd Christmas.
Lloyd Christmas.
Yeah.
I like it. And I'm gonna
Hey, man, you
be-
get 2 pairs of gloves, though.
Yeah. I got 2 pairs of gloves. Man, my hands are getting sweaty anyway. You've had 2 pairs of
And I'm
gloves this
gonna
whole
be
time?
the dude from Tron.
Which
Okay.
one?
Not the antagonist.
Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
The blue.
The good one?
Yeah, the good one. Oh, you gotta be.
Digital
Can't remember
hippie.
their names.
Dude, the red guys
That's
were...
a sweet band name.
Digital hippie.
I like it.
Dude, that is a good band name. It's probably out there.
You should coin that.
That should just be our next show.
This next one's
Is
called.
That's free. You guys can have
Thank you.
that.
Everybody take it.
Now, how about functional suit?
Functional Indiana Jones.
Yeah, a pistol and a whip.
Yep.
I'll go with that. I
I'm ready for any
if we're talking like,
situation.
it said fictional, so it would have to work,
Oh
right?
yeah, there's a SoundCloud page for digital hippie.
Yeah.
Of course.
Bastards.
I'll tell you what. The protagonist from Just Cause. That's the suit I want.
Rico,
Oh, Raylan
Rico
Giggs.
Rodriguez?
No, Rico.
Rico Suave.
No, wasn't it Rico?
Rico Rodriguez.
Rico Rodriguez. Yeah, he has a...
The video games?
yeah. he has
Oh, sorry. I
has
thought
like
you were
that
talking about.
movie.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh.
No, what are you thinking?
That fucking show that was on FX with Timothy Oliphant. Justified.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
just a
they
cop
had some
uniform.
sick
He,
costumes
does-
too, though,
he does
man.
look. He looks
Yeah.
pretty nice. On
Dude,
that
he
show.
Pretty
is.
sweet.
Yeah.
And
He's got the
Yeah.
fucking cowboy hat.
Hell
and
yeah.
yeah.
Deadwood.
I know.
Deadwood.
Not a bad looking dude, if I do say so.
Yeah.
I know we're missing out on a lot of different.
Dude, tons.
Cop-
What are your ideas, listeners?
Yeah, what are your ideas?
How about Superman's dad in the Zack Snyder Superman
Oh,
film?
Russell Crowe.
Yeah. How about that suit? That suit's freaking
Crowe's
sick,
sick.
dude. Zod suit with the mask that comes down, and shit. That's freaking cool as hell.
I like it.
There's so many suits. Green Lantern. To have his
Yeah.
The ring. Yeah.
No,
The Ring.
that's part of the costume, man.
Well, he's got the.
Yeah, dude, I want to be.
Oh, I thought
The
you meant the
Lantern
movie
Ring.
The Ring.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah, I want to have a,
That's
I wanna
the
have a
grudge.
tattooed
That's the
dress.
Fuck. I messed that one up.
that was in my dad's garage.
Way to go.
Coming out of the ceiling was the garage.
I laughed when that horse fell in the water on the ferry.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
See that traumatized my girlfriend.
Dude, that was mess. And then
was like,
all
fuck you,
the water
horse,
just
you
turns
suck.
red.
Yeah, the eyes when it was looking in the eyes of
Just
the
like
horse.
falls right into the
Classy.
propeller. It's like,
Just blood comes.
yeah, that was great.
And then they're just waiting,
Yeah.
waiting, and then the red, and then the girl's like.
When I saw that movie,
I picked up the book of that at Half Price
Oh,
Books the other
really?
day.
Spider-Man: Homecoming ripped off that scene, except for the blood part. Everything got fixed by Tony Stark.
Oh, that's right.
Even though a boat gets split in half, it's still afloat.
Are you guys gonna go see Ant-Man?
No,
Not-
Probably.
I didn't like the-
I like the first one.
yeah, it was okay. I mean, it was
you
good.
didn't like the first one?
It was just
I need to rewatch
Eh,
the first one,
for me.
and I will.
just
It
kind of
was
like it was
fun.
just
They
good.
played
It was
with
good
Yeah.
because they haven't made a really bad one, but it was just good.
They
like
played
Doctor
with
Strange.
physics and space.
Was just
well.
good.
It was
Yeah, I
fun.
like
in my
Doctor
book.
Strange.
I did too, but I didn't see it in the theater. Like if I would have saw
I
the
did.
Yeah,
spectacle,
see, I didn't
Doctor
see
Strange
Ant-Man
a
in
little
the theater though.
Me either.
comedic too.
But I did
was
see
good.
Doctor Strange in the theater.
yeah, Ant-Man was cool, but it was kind of
Like,
just
it's funny, and I appreciate that. 'Cause,
No,
like,
yeah.
some of those Marvel movies are just like very serious.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
So like Ant-Man was like actually pretty funny,
and it's kind of aside from everything else. Like it's not taking part in all the seriousness of it, whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'll see it. I've seen everything.
Yeah.
I did not
This
like
one looks
Black
funny
Panther.
too.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody says this one's good, but every review always says the movie's good.
We will have to get to that next week. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. Thanks for sticking with us, Cyberbots. We want to hear from you. You can email at us at cyberlunch1@outlook.com or contact us via our Facebook page at Cyberlunch. We're looking forward to see you again next week for another lunchroom discussion.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Daryl.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jake.
And
our special guest.
I have
And our
been Mark.
special, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for
San
coming by,
Diego.
Mark.
Thank you again for having me.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anytime.
Thanks for jumping
We
in.
always got a mic for you.
Hell yeah. Anytime.
Anytime. Thank you guys so much. We are Cyberlunch, and we're out.